So the shop owner kind of flipped the wall around, and these weapons were revealed to the party. 3 daggers are on the wall. These daggers have a dark black, silvery black hilt with a red, almost ruby-colored blade, and they kind of gleam in the chandelier light of the shop. There is a scimitar with a golden hilt and a blue ribbon that kind of comes off the back of it. It's a curved blade. If you've never seen a scimitar before, imagine like an Aladdin sword. That's kind of what it looks like. There's a large long sword with depictions of birds and wings on the blade, and a beautiful wooden longbow with a pristine unicorn hair string. And depicted on the longbow are dryads singing musical notes. And this beautiful rack of weapons is revealed to you. There's exactly enough for each of you to pick up one of them. So what do you guys pick up?
Dibs on the dagger. Your boy needs some. I don't know. It just looks kind of cool. I'm gonna grab a dagger as well.
I'd take the scimitar.
I'll have the longbow for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
My character already has a big sword.
Ooh. And Blake?
I'm gonna grab the long sword. I'm gonna grab the longsword that is definitely as big as me and does not look like it really belongs.
Yeah, and you fling it on your back, but you are a pretty tough guy. I wouldn't say you're strong, but you're a pretty tough guy. And so you're able to kind of drag it behind you. I would say, a longsword like that would definitely be cumbersome. You wouldn't, you know that you wouldn't be able to bring it out in battle very easily. So it is one that...
I think it's actually very much stated that it's disadvantage on me.
Yeah. It would not
if
be...
I were to try to... Yeah.
Why would you not why would you not simply give Isabella the sword if it's a disadvantage? I'm saying.
Because your character's weak as fuck. That's why.
Your character is just as weak.
And your character is a virgin, so shut the fuck up.
She has a point. True. I mean, listen, hey, after what's about to go down, dude, I'm ready. I'll finally find someone, you know? Maybe I'll find myself a cute girl.
So as you all grab the weapons, Craymore kind of looks over to Zim, who picks up the longsword, and he says, all right, things a bit big for you, but I mean, it might be better for the lion guy to use it, but I mean, if you want it, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. He just seems like he kind of like cocks an eyebrow, and he's like, especially towards Zim. He's kind of like,
Okay.
Oh, okay, first of all, you saw me turn into a creature earlier that was quite literally a demon thing, and you're worried about me using a sword. I can turn into bigger creatures as well, you know that, right?
All right, man, I didn't mean to offend you or anything like that. I just, I thought maybe that the bigger, stronger guy would...
You're against short people using things. You're a shortest.
No.
The shortest?
I'm not a shortest. I'm quite short myself. I'm only like 5'8". That's like a little bit under
don't
average.
make enemies with our ally.
His fucker, like, look, just because we're 3 short people doesn't mean we can't use... They're fucking daggers, man. What the fuck? There's not a smaller weapon we can choose. What, you want us to go at it with like a little toothpick? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm not judging you. Listen, I mean, you can all take whatever ones you want. This is all I have, though, for you for free. Unfortunately, I'm not as invested in this whole thing as you are, but I'll loan these out to you.
Wait, you
You
said
know what? Fuck
you
you.
just
That
like-
cast charm person.
Bella!
Now you-
Bella! That's our friend, right?
Pretend. You're pretending.
Bella's just, I think she's talking to her head right now. I have a question though, Kramer. You said these are the only ones for free. Are you saying we could pay you to maybe rent a more powerful weapon?
I don't think we really have time for going through all that. I mean,
Damn. All right. That's fine. You're right. You got a point.
Right. So, I think we all heard that large blast, so I think we should probably try and head to wherever needs to go next. So, with that said, I think, well, you guys can lead the way then, I guess.
I'm going to look at him and say out loud.
We'll just let you know the coordinates because we have to stop at one more place.
And I'm going to talk inside of his head so we don't say anything out loud and let him know the location that I'd like him to go to.
So where is that location you want him to go to?
It was the guard station.
Okay, sounds good. So he and Jasper kind of head that way. And you guys head towards where? to recruit your next person. So far, you've gotten 4.
So I still want to talk to the Goliath, and he's in the marketplace, so we could go to him really quick, and then the last 2 are at the guard tower. So
let's go.
Sounds good.
All right.
We have to talk to the head cleric. So.
And you wanted to talk to the clerics of the church as well. So the church and the market are of equal distance to you right now.
They're both right by each other.
Yep, they're right next to each other, so you can choose which one you want to do first.
What time is it right now?
It's closing time at the market, so like 8 or 9
So then
p.m.
we should do market first before the church, I think.
All right.
That's fine.
All right, we go to the market then to meet my Goliath friend.
Okay, you head to the market, and the marketplace is packing up for the night. Most people are, throwing out the last bit of food that they couldn't sell. Some people have like funnel cakes that are feeding to dogs, and different things like that. They're just packing up for the night, and you see your Goliath acquaintance.
Brother! What's going on, my guy? I throw my fist out for a little bump.
Okay, he's got like kind of like the tent of his shop is like being just taken down right at this moment, and he's kind of like curled the tent under his arm as he kind of turns around, and he says, "Oh, Jerome, hello." Yeah, of course. He like kind of awkwardly shuffles the tent under his arm, like enough where he can hold it with one arm, and you realize he's very strong as he holds the entire tent in just his right arm, and he fist bumps you. So you fist bump Tehran, the Goliath.
Hey, so how's your wife? How's your daughter doing?
They're actually kind of in the distance in the background. They
I see them.
they're just walking back up to him. Looks like they have a little sack of gold in their hands, and the young girl is kind of like shaking the sack of gold and like showing it to her mom, and she seems happy.
Hey, hello. I like wave to the daughter and the wife as well.
They both kind of wave. The little girl seems very happy to see you as she kind of like jumps up and down. And Tehran says, "Yes, Jerome, we're doing well. It is good to see you, of course."
That's great. I was wondering if so I have a little request from you, by the way, Tehran. So you're one of the few people that I consider that I trust in the city. So this is something that I would like to ask as a favor to you, if you're willing to hear me out.
Okay. I'm not sure. Do we owe each other favors?
No, you definitely don't owe me anything. But I was wondering, would you be interested in making a lot of cash? Like this is kind of a bigger job. This job, does involve a little bit of a rumble in the jungle, if you know what I'm saying.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
Can hear you. Your camera's frozen on you eating a banana, but it's pretty funny.
That's poggers.
Wait, should I re-enable my cam? Oh,
You could
my
try.
God. I think I'm lagging again.
You might be.
Oh, you
There
guys
you go.
just froze.
Now I can see you.
You guys are all freezing on my end now.
Oh yeah, it's your
Frick.
internet. That's shitty internet for you.
Frick, man, this sucks. Okay, continue. Sorry.
All right, no problem. I'm gonna transition.
I'll do what I can.
Transition us back over. Hey, no problem. Let me see if I got us all figured out here. We got everyone in the right spots. Cool. Okay, transition. There we go. All right, welcome back to the regular layout. Cool. So,
All right, so Taryn, I'm not sure if you, Taryn, I'm not sure if you enjoy a good fight, but if you do, then maybe you'd want to be able to hear me out and just hear what I have to say and what we're about to embark on. It's also a little bit urgent, but you're a very strong and tough guy, and I feel like you would have my back, and I would be able to have yours.
I'm willing to hear you out, of course.
Awesome.
What is it that I can help you with? Hold on. Honey, why don't you take Anna and head back down? You've got the tent, right? And he hands the large, very heavy tent to his wife, who very easily grabs it. I mean, she's a Goliath as well, so
Yeah.
she grabs it and throws it over her shoulder. And her and Anna kind of start walking away, and Anna kind of turns around with the sack of gold, and she says, "Jerome, look what I got!" And she like holds it up, sack of gold.
Hey, I got a little present for you too. And I flick one piece of gold to her as well.
Okay.
There you go. Just to show a little love.
She catches it. She snatches it out of the air with one hand,
and let me just get rid of one.
She kind of giggles.
Really quick. All right.
And the mom mouths to you. She says that she goes like this.
All right. Take care. All right. So then I look back at Taryn. So I know Zim's right next to me. Zim, would you want to tell Taryn kind of a little bit what's going on?
Sure.
Because Zim has.
I'm gonna talk in his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the little lowdown. That there's possibly someone who has been capturing people and performing experiments on them, and he might be looking to basically revolt over the city. So we're gonna try to stop him. So we're gonna get more details at the guardhouse if you wanted to meet us there.
I see. He can only respond out loud, right? Or can he respond?
He can only
also just nod your head if you're. I'll go with that. But supposedly people have been listening everywhere.
Would you be able to come meet us at the guardhouse, Taryn?
We're gonna talk.
We're gonna talk about it more there.
From what I've heard, and he's just saying this out loud. From what I've heard, I am interested in helping. How much did you say I'm getting paid?
Really quick to the group. Do you remember how much money this is worth?
Ask him how much you want.
We don't know how much. We don't know the number specifically, but we can tell you that the answer is a lot.
Tell him we gotta save the city.
Captain Zimlock is paying for all of it.
Captain Zimlock is personally paying for this, so
Hmm.
it will be a very nice investment.
Understood. Well, I will meet you at the location and we can talk. I can't guarantee I'll want to help though.
Yeah, that's no problem. I just appreciate you coming out to go and at least listen to what's going on. That means a lot to me just with that. So thank you.
Sure. And yeah, anyway, and he walks away.
Wait, I forgot to tell him what time though, to meet.
I would have assumed that I would have told him the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
you told him the time? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he knows the time now and he'll see us there.
All right.
So since he's out of earshot now, I'm going to talk to the group. You know, he's a big, strong dude. I thought we might as well ask him, but I'm not sure if he's going to be as interested as some of the other people that we're going to talk to. But we'll see if he might be a potential addition or a good backup just in case someone else rejects. So
He does kind of holler over his shoulder as well as he's walking away. He said, "You said it's a fight, right?"
What? And then oh shoot. Did he actually?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in his head.
Yeah. While Zim says in his head to like be quiet about it, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna see you arm wrestling in the bar tonight. We're gonna arm wrestle it up. And then while I say that, we'll have Zim do his thing so he knows kind of what's going on.
Yeah, there's going to be a fight. We can't speak details out loud. There's people listening who are possibly in there. So, yes.
He kind of gives you like a thumbs up as he's turned around. He gives you a thumbs up backwards.
Yeah, look at these biceps, baby. Yeah,
go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Me?
Jerome, yep.
Why?
What do you think?
Did I roll it?
Let me check.
I heard it. It was not good.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I mean, you can discuss why you think I made you roll a deception check.
Well, there's probably someone listening in.
Right. There you go. So you're not sure. Your character doesn't know, but you as a player would know that I wouldn't have you roll that for no reason.
Yeah.
So with that, you all kind of look at Jerome, who's kind of overacting the arm wrestling thing, and it looks a little bit suspicious. But of course, the person still doesn't. You know, if somebody is listening to you, they still wouldn't know what you're talking about necessarily. They would just know that you're lying about whatever you're saying.
Okay. All right, cool.
With that, you guys head over to the church, which is right across the way.
I'm kind of an overactor anyways, no matter what I do. So, you know, it kind of fits my character, you know.
True. So you guys head over to the church. What do you want to do at the church? As you approach, you can hear some inside.
Okay, let's walk in.
They sound flat.
Oh,
That's fucked
you know
up.
what else is flat?
What are you gonna say? What could you
I don't wanna
possibly
know.
say, Jerome? What could you possibly say?
I was gonna roast someone, but I didn't want to. I don't want to anymore.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Chat, weird champ right now. All right. So, with that said, you open up the door to the church, and inside are the 3 head clerics at the church. There's the one kind of main one, and then the 2 that always flank him. And they're wearing their kind of stone masks, and they are singing on the pulpit. Nobody seems to be here.
Oh.
The lights are dim, but they are... Oh, I can hear myself. Oh, did it go away? Hello? Check. We're good. All right. So they are singing kind of to themselves. As you open the door, they kind of stop and look over at you. And one of them says, "Can I help you?"
Who wants to take the lead here?
Yeah, we do need your help. Can we go someplace to talk?
Why can we not just talk here?
I guess that's fine. We can talk here. It has to deal with the issue that we ran into earlier that we saw from you with the things.
Yes. I see.
So
Roll a roll me a persuasion check. No,
Okay.
performance check.
Okay.
Check.
I was gonna say I'm not lying.
I know you're not lying. I'm trying to see if he understands what you're talking about.
If
Oh,
you-
yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'm gonna talk into his head here in a second.
I
So.
mean, yeah, Zim, you keep talking. You remember from the family, the family that was down below?
14.
The family
Okay.
down below.
Yeah, he seems to kind of catch on as he kind of he tilts his head behind his stone mask, and he takes his mask off, and you see his kind of older elven face as he says, "Yes, I will. Why don't we go talk in the bell tower?"
Ooh.
that would be wonderful. Thank you.
And as he opens the door for you guys to head up to the bell tower, there's a large spiraling stone staircase that leads up to this bell tower. And as he opens that door, he lets you through. And then while he's shutting it, you can hear him like incantating. He's saying an incantation.
Okay.
He's saying an incantation as he shuts the door. And the door kind of lets off this shimmering light as it shuts. Like a shoo.
What was that incantation you just did? What did that do?
He says, "That will allow us to talk freely, hopefully." He says, "I have one other thing I need to check for a moment. Just give me 1 second." And
Okay.
he walks up with you guys to the bell tower. Takes about 2 minutes to get to the top of the steps just by walking. As you walk all the way to the top, he brings himself to the bell, and as he does, his hands kind of start to glow, and he grabs the string that's under the bell that holds the little ball inside the bell, and he rings the bell twice, and this kind of shimmering, almost Peter Pan-esque light comes off the bell and then down the steps. And Bunny, Isabella, your character is the last one kind of walking up the steps with everybody, and behind you, as this kind of shimmering light comes off the bell and goes down the steps, it kind of, you know how like something like, it's almost like a sonar, it like scans almost. As it does behind you, you see the shimmering light scan over a creature of some kind that's invisible behind you that lets out like a, and you're the only one who seems to notice it. So what do you do?
Cast a spell. Charm person or enthrall.
You can't see it. It's invisible. So you can try to attack it, or you could like take your new dagger and try and swing at it, or because you know ish where it's at, but you can't see it to cast a spell on it.
Could I cast Mind Link?
You would not be able to. You would need to be able to see it to be able to do that. So no,
Fuck. Okay.
it is invisible. All you did was see like its outline.
Shit. Okay. Well, I don't want to just randomly attack something. Like I don't have a lot of hit points, man. Could I alert someone else?
Yeah. You could just, what do you say to the party? As they're all in front of you, they've all kind of reached the top of the bell tower. You're on the steps, you're the last one to come up, and you're the only one who's noticed this kind of creature that's invisible.
As your teammate, Bunny, I'm gonna tell you that if you do use your Hungering Dagger, it gives you health for your attack. So
Wait,
if you
what?
deal damage on whatever in this invisible creature is, which is most likely bad, we know it's bad. Then you will get health for the points that you
Yeah,
deal to
I mean
it.
she's full health right now, so it doesn't.
Oh, and you are full health anyways. So
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay.
so I was just letting you know.
Fuck it. Hungarian dagger.
Hungarian.
Hungarian. I like it.
So, just so the audience is aware, I'll describe the magic items that have been doled out, as you guys would know what they do. So, the three of you that picked up daggers, so that's Kathrak, Jerome, and Isabella. Your dagger, when it deals weapon damage to somebody, heals you for that amount. It's called the hungering dagger, like it's eating.
Oh,
So it's consuming blood every time that you like hit something.
Oh, damn.
So it heals you for the amount of damage that it deals. It's a pretty sweet little magical weapon. It's never going to heal you for a ton, but it can heal you for, if you crit on it, it can heal you for like 10 sometimes. It can heal you for probably an average of 4 every time you hit, which is pretty good. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad little weapon. The scimitar that Pox picked up is Scimitar of the North Wind. It allows you to once in a while make a ranged weapon attack with the scimitar, and if you hit with that weapon attack, you can push somebody with a gust of wind. So you can push whoever you hit with that attack, you can push them up to 20 feet in a direction of your choice, which is pretty sweet. Whiptrax picked up a bow, a very special long bow that allows her to, when she fires an arrow, if she hits somebody, she can use a bonus action on her turn to have the arrow make like a right or left turn and hit another creature in that area. So if the arrow hits, it will like slice through somebody and then hit somebody else as well, which is pretty sweet. And then, of course, Blake picked up a longsword. Zim picked up a longsword, unable to use it at the moment, unsure what it does. Even Craymore doesn't know what it does. He gives it to you to borrow, and he kind of snickers and smirks as you pick it up because he's never had the balls himself to just use it because he can't figure out what it does. So with that said, those are the magic items for everyone in the audience, just so you're aware. And Bunny, would you like to attack this invisible creature with your hungering dagger?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, let me pull up. Come on. There we go. All right, hungering dagger attack. 18. Well, we got to roll with disadvantage because it's invisible.
Damn it.
Still hits.
Even better.
Ooh.
Let's go.
All right, so you deal 4 piercing damage to this creature as your hungering dagger and its ruby blade kind of stab into the side of it. It's going to roll a concentration check to see if it can stay invisible. It fails its concentration check.
Ooh, what the fuck are you? And then I mind link this bitch. Who the
Hold
fuck
on.
are you?
Hold on. You gotta slow down. Okay, chill. Okay.
You mind link that. I just want it so bad.
Relax. So you hit it and it becomes visible. All right.
All right, we definitely hear the commotion of someone stabbing someone.
You do.
All right. Guys, we just heard something's happening down there. Everyone turn around really quick. Go.
So, as you guys all turn around, you see Isabella having just stabbed this creature, and the creature having become visible. It is an imp, as you have seen before, one of these kind of purple-skinned goblin-esque creatures that is now scrambling down the stairs with a large cut in its back as it goes, don't kill me!
Chase after the little bitch! Get his ass!
You know exactly what I'm about to do.
All right, so I'll let you guys kind of discuss what you want to do. So, Bunny, you've done your thing. So you've taken your kind of action. Anybody else who would like to do something in this situation, feel free to tell me what you want to do and we'll talk about it.
Am I in range to kind of apprehend him?
You would have to make a check to see if you can like dive and try and catch him before he runs down the steps.
Okay, which check?
That would be a dexterity check. I'd have you roll.
Can we all
dexterity
do that then?
Sure,
Can we all
if
do
you
that?
want to.
Oh, can I bonfire him?
Bonfire?
Well, we know.
Yeah,
we know the door is locked, right?
I just want to kill him.
What does
am I-
bonfire him mean?
Oh, he just needs to make a dex save, and if he doesn't, he gets I burn him.
Oh, sure. So we've got a few people doing a few things. You see your party member like diving towards him. You can still choose to take that action if you want.
Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait then.
All right. So Jimmy,
So am
what
I
is
doing
your...
just the dex roll at the top?
Yeah. So click
Or-
on that little plus up at the top under dexterity. Click on the thing in the box. Plus that's in the box. All right. So.
Oh, the first time I didn't do that. I didn't do a save. I just did regular.
You should do it
so-
regular. You should do it regular, not
Oh,
save.
okay. Then I did. And it was
So-
just 10.
Okay. So both of you guys, let's see how fast this little fucker is. He is not fast at all. As Kathrak and Nara, you both dive and catch this creature. One of you has his left leg, the other has his right leg, as he's like scratching at the staircase.
All right, Jerome comes in and he grabs another leg, or Jerome grabs one of his arms and is like, "Spread this man, spread eagle right now. Someone else grab his other arm. Get his ass on these stairs here." I need one more person, please. Hello, someone.
Him? One with high strength, man.
That is not Zim.
No, almost none of you have
He's a
high
little.
strength.
He's little. I don't think we really need strength, right?
He's
Zim!
tiny. He's tiny.
I
Any
think
of
I
you
have
could
the
take up
highest
this
strength.
mantle. So right now, Kathrak, Jerome, and Nara have a limb of this creature. You probably don't need anybody else.
All right, little man. You tell me what you're doing here right now, or I'm gonna sit on your face. And let me tell you, man, I had some tacos for dinner, and let me tell you, my butthole, that this shit don't smell nice. So you better talk.
All right. As you say that,
God damn it.
the creature is kind of face down towards the stairs. So you're holding on to it. It was diving, right? So it was trying to get away. So you have it face down. You're holding it face down next to the steps. And you hear it kind of like, you actually thought I was scared. You just hear that.
All right, Bella, do your thing.
And I
go.
stab it.
Are we able? Wait, are we able to do a check to see?
I thought you were gonna mind
Don't-
link it.
Are we able to do a check to see if he's lying?
If he's lying about being scared,
Insight?
you
Yeah.
would. Yeah, that would be an insight check. Yep. If anyone
Alright,
wants to check,
insight.
to
Does
see
anyone
if
wanna
he's
do that
actually
with me?
scared.
Yeah,
I want to
got you.
see if he's bluffing.
He's definitely not bluffing. I could just tell from how Commander said it.
Wow, I got a 6.
Nice insight
Wumbo
from
got a
Pox.
nice.
Nice insight from Jerome.
Yo, head cleric, come over here. Come down here.
So as you are looking, Pox and Jerome, you notice that the creature is definitely not intimidated at all. It seems like it's willing to just die right here and it wouldn't care. But as you call for the cleric, then it starts getting scared.
Yeah.
As you call for the cleric, it starts going, and then you watch as its body starts lighting on fire. I'll make everybody make a dex save that's in the area around it as it begins to explode. So
Wait, no. But before it explodes, I throw the cloak of protection on him. I have a magic cloak that doesn't let him do it.
roll me a
Sleight of hand.
dexterity check. Dexterity check.
Come on, posture.
Am I still doing a saving throw, Dex?
Posture.
With a dexterity check like that, you wrap the creature in the cloak, and it explodes inside the cloak. But it saves everyone from any damage. So you wrap it inside the cloak. You feel like a poof inside the cloak, and then as you open it back up, there's just ashes and bones kind of clatter to the ground.
Shoot.
So it seemed very terrified of the cleric.
We need your help.
The cleric says, "What just happened? What did I just witness? Was that exactly what I thought it was?"
Yes, it was.
Well, it's a good thing I did all that preparation with
Yeah.
them. Well,
Good catch.
none of them should be able to get in here from that door that I locked. Let me lock these windows in the bell tower. And he kind of closes each of the glass windows in the bell tower. There's 6 of them. He closes all 6 of them and casts that same incantation over them. You see that kind of shimmering Tinkerbell-esque shimmer across the edges of them, and they seem locked. He says, "We should be safe to speak in here."
Well, that's good. I mean, I guess we can. Actually, that was the reason that we came here, was because of those things. Someone is trying to do something really bad with the city, and we want to stop him, and we need your help.
I see. And do you believe I would be able to, myself would be able to actually help in this situation? Maybe it'd be best if I create a spot for you to come back to if you need healing.
Well, we were hoping that we weren't sure how battle tested you were, to be honest, but that might be the best way to do it. But we were hoping to have a cleric with us when we go and fight demons. As this thing was scared of clerics, it'd be good to have clerics with us.
Unfortunately, we're not a battle-heavy group, but I would be willing to create a place for you to come back to if you need healing, and a place for you to send townspeople who are who need help or who need a place to hide.
Well, what made that thing just blow up like that?
I think it did it itself, or its master.
It seemed to have killed itself, as far as I'm
Oh,
aware.
okay, fair enough. Oh, like a
You
magic
know if
sign.
imps
Got it.
revive when they die,
I was
or
gonna
are
say
they
just
dead
walk
forever?
at them. That's the thing.
Do you know any clerics that might be able to help you?
We have
No.
one currently, but we were hoping to have more.
Who's the cleric that you know? Maybe I know them.
You do. It was actually the goblin that was there. He can heal.
Oh, that's very strange. A goblin.
Very strange indeed.
Goblin cleric.
Well, it should work exactly the same way then. I mean, if they're that terrified of me, then they should probably be terrified of him as well.
We need some backup.
Okay. Well, if you're not comfortable with coming to us towards the battle, which if you did, we would provide multiple support. We would provide multiple support characters for you. So within the battle, you would still be very well protected. I have a very powerful cannon that I can literally station with you, as well as being right next to you, to ensure that if you are with us, that way we can get direct healing rather than having to go into the battle without you. Because from what it looks like, that imp was terrified of you just being there. So you just being there at the battle would completely spook out all of the creatures that are there. You would be kind of like, imagine yourself as imagine of yourself as water, and all these demons are hydrophobic. They're gonna just repel off of you.
You know when Vito is in the hospital and the baker comes by and
Is that
you
a
know,
play
he
that you've
says
seen in the local playhouse recently?
Yeah, you know, and he has them stand out front like he's got a gun, but it's a pack of you know, cigarettes.
I'm not sure what I'm not sure what a gun is, but
well, my point is
crossbow.
He
meant crossbow.
There, you have enough. Clearly, you have enough presence to cause things to want to combust spontaneously. I think having you there will fortify the troops and also strike fear into the hearts of the enemies.
Ooh, that was powerful. I just liked what that was hot.
I would be willing to create, as I said, a place for you to be safe, but I'm not going to put myself in danger for this. I need to be here to save the people of this city if they need healing themselves. I can't be going myself into battle.
How are we?
No,
if we fail,
I think it's
there will
fine. I
be
think
no
this is
people
good
of this
too. I
city.
think this is good too. We greatly appreciate your help there,
Sure.
and being here, because we're gonna need people when they get hurt.
If anyone was to get hurt, I would be more than willing to help anyone who needs it. But I cannot leave my post here. People need me here.
Okay, that is understandable. So then, since you are willing to help us out, would you be able to meet us at the guard tower so we can talk a little bit more and explain a little more about what's going down? And that way, we'll be able to coordinate a more strategic plan together as a group, since you're going to be involved in our journey, even though you're not directly going to be fighting.
I will send one of my apprentice clerics.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Of course. Anything else I can
I
help you with?
say PogChamp.
Wait, maybe we could take one of your apprentice clerics. Are they powerful clerics?
They're
well?
not nearly as powerful as me, but of course, I'm sure that would be.
Yeah,
you know what? I know
you
one of
stay here,
I know of
you
one
stay here
specifically
and
that would
tend to
be.
the soups. You stay here and tend to the soups while we go off and fight whatever is trying to destroy the city. Send us one of your apprentices. We'd love a scribe, a page. Would you happen to have a page?
You're being quite rude right now and not
Zim,
accepting
if I
help.
wanted your opinion, I would have asked for it.
I would like to retain what little bit of help we can get, rather than you making other people.
If we fail, the city goes up in
You don't
flames.
know that.
Gentlemen,
His own presence alone caused this
You don't
goblin
know
to
that.
combust spontaneously, and he wants to stand here and put band-aids on people's boo-boos.
Gentlemen,
because they're tripping and running in the.
I
from running from the
apologize,
thing that we're
cleric.
fighting.
Hey,
It is okay.
Don't
It's fine.
apologize
It's
for
fine.
me. You
Hold
can
up,
do so
hold up.
much
He's
more.
very stressed. He's
think-
very stressed right
when
now.
they beat us, good luck healing yourself from the thing that beats us to come to you.
Wait,
I can
hold up.
A
Can I
to
talk
B.
to Wemboy, like, with mind link for a
Wembo.
second?
No, let's just go.
Sorry.
I don't care. I don't want to convince him. I just want to let him know that he sucks and I disapprove him. Let's get
No,
out of here.
true, but like I'm doing this as an aside with like our characters. I do have things that can make him do this for us, like for X amount of time if you want to do that. I mean we could,
Oh,
but we could also
no.
for me. Like
Oh, I think that's okay.
He's way too OP for mind link. There's
But
no
Yeah,
way.
it wouldn't be worth it. Honest, like it's if they're not. And you know, and I
It's like
kind of
that
just
on the
I want to kind of whisper under my breath like if it's not honest,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not. I don't want to fight with it. You know.
Hey, we'll gladly accept one of your apprentice clerics then. Could you give us your most powerful one?
Sure. I can think of one that's been itching for a battle.
Oh,
He
perfect.
actually hates it in this church because we're so passive. So I'll send him to you and let him get some steam out.
That's great. I like that.
All right, his name's Zachariah. He'll be there.
Zachariah, guys.
Ooh.
Zachariah, don't forget.
All right. So you have recruited Zachariah.
awesome. Is he nice?
You don't know yet.
He's itching for a battle, that's all we know.
All right.
Oh, God.
So with that, the cleric leads you guys out of the bell tower, unlocks the doors, and leads you to the front of the church to let you leave, and says, if there's anything else I can help you with, just let me know. I understand that the people of the slums need food, but I just can't help right now. And he kind of winks at you.
Thank you so much. We understand. Any generosity that you could give us is appreciated. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
You better hope I don't see you out there on the battlefield.
He turns around and he says, Zachariah, come.
Let's go, Zachariah.
So you wait for a moment, and a couple more moments pass, and
Zachariah
out of a
better be
side
worth it.
room, a sort of homely-looking cleric comes out. He's kind of got almost like Green Day hair, so it's got like black hair that kind of comes over one eye, and he has his nails painted black, and he's got these big kind of bags under his eyes. He looks like he has been awake for a while, and he says, yes, master, how can I help? And the lead cleric kind of comes over and whispers to him, and then just kind of pats him on the back. And the cleric looks at you, Zachariah kind of looks at you, and he does one of these kind of things, like kind of tilts his head and puts his arms out to the side and walks towards you, and he says, new companions, hello.
Put your hands down. We're going
Sorry.
to war. Let's go.
Sorry.
You're too aggressive.
Zachariah, happy to have you, buddy. And I come in.
What's up, Kithrak?
Big hug.
He
a little
he kind of does
aggressive
one of
today.
these awkward
Do you
hugs
need a,
around
do you need a
There,
You need a
buddy.
shoulder
I'll pat him on the
massage?
back. Yeah, good to have you, my guy. Hey, I like
Pox or
your
Wembo?
style.
Pox.
You're very
Fox, do you need a shoulder
yeah.
massage? My paws are more gentle than you think.
Have you heard that?
Okay. I just haven't
Have
eaten
you
in a
heard
while.
that?
So we're
new-
having one conversation at a time. Let's do one at a time.
Okay.
That's why I paused.
Zachariah, have you heard that one new song in the tavern? The guy goes like, "Don't wanna be a wait. What city are we in again?
Nel Taurus?
Don't wanna be a notorious idiot."
He says, I like that one, but I prefer Boulevard of Broken Glass.
Team.
He could have kept the name the same.
I know.
Hey, yeah, both great from that.
Middle district of broken
tavern.
dreams.
Anyways,
It's
I know
on
Jim
the
was saying something.
boulevard of broken dreams.
Yep. So he kind of like shrugs and seems like a pretty almost apathetic kind of guy, but seems pretty cool. All right.
Okay, we're outside, right? Like we can't
Yeah.
tell him. Like remember, like we can't talk about what we're doing.
No,
right.
we're-
He
we're gonna-
seems like he
we're-
knows though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He should have a good idea.
Yeah. So he heads with you guys to wherever you're headed next. Are you doing anything else? You had one more person you wanted to talk to.
Yeah, Zimlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we go that way, right?
So you know that he was attempting to help some people who seemed distressed about the large lightning bolt and boom that happened last session. So he had come to the Middle District to help calm some people down. And you actually see a group of guards and him outside of the houses that's around around the corner from the taverns. So he is standing outside of one of those houses with a group of other guards, and they're all kind of chit-chatting, and it looks like they're actually turning away from the house and heading towards your direction. So it looks like they're done with whatever they're doing. He's just chit-chatting with the guards. They're talking and walking. What do you guys do?
I will call out.
Captain Zimlock.
He puts a hand up and then puts a hand out to the side to have the other guards kind of stay back. And he walks and approaches you. And he says, "Yes, hello, Zim."
We were hoping to get you back at the barracks in order to discuss everything.
Yes, let's do that. You three, and he points to the three guards that were following him. He says, "You patrol this street, and if anything goes awry, you tell me." And they all kind of nod. And he walks with you towards the barracks. So, you guys all make your way down to the barracks and back into the kind of storage chamber behind that area. And once more, the military mage wizard of the city, who you had met briefly before, he is also there, and he taps his staff on the ground and does that thing that kind of like what the cleric did to check and make sure that everybody, that there are no imps in this area, and kind of locks off this area from those imps. And he says, "I believe we are safe. We should be." And he looks around and he says, "Well, it's quite the crowd we have here." And you look around, you see Kraymore and Jasper kind of standing up against one of the weapon racks, leaning up against the wall. You see Bear sitting at the middle table. His his big bicep is kind of on the table, and he's leaning on his hand like this. And his big bushy mustache kind of tickles his nose a little bit as he kind of goes like this. You got Squelch and Squelch and Solus, who are both in one of the corners of the room. Solus is kind of laying down and Squelch is on top of him, like sleeping on his head. And as you come in and start talking, Squelch is like groggily becoming awake. You have Leo, your young new friend with the golden pipes, as you will, who is standing talking to now Zachariah as Zachariah comes in, and they kind of have like a moment where Zachariah and Leo kind of come together and they fist bump each other, and it seems like they know each other from something.
Huh.
Hey, do you guys know each other?
Yeah, this is one of my friends. We grew up in the orphanage together.
Is the Goliath there as well? Did he make it?
Oh,
there?
yes. Yep. Sorry, one more person, is also there. You have Tehran, your Goliath friend.
Yep.
Sorry, I forgot to write his name down.
Tehran.
Tehran is also there, and he is sitting with Bear at the middle table, just kind of with his arms crossed. The mage says, "So you've brought us all here together for exactly what?" Captain Zimlock says, now, you need to listen to these folks. They have very important information to give. Alright? So, you all go ahead and explain what you want from everyone. Wembo, your keyboard is so loud. Holy shit.
That's not me.
That wasn't you? Don't gaslight me, you
We'll let Zim take this one.
Okay, well, here's the lowdown, ladies and gentlemen. There is someone in the higher class district who has been experimenting on people in the lower class district. As proof, we have 3 people here who were experimented on, as you can see by Leo's lovely vocal cords that are left, which allow him to do things. We think that he is amassing an army for some sort of takeover in the city. He's done terrible experiments on people, killing many of the lower district people. And we'd like to stop him. And he seems to have some high up individuals that have been able to keep an eye on the city, as well as been utilizing demons.
I see.
Did I miss anything?
And the reason why you're here is because this is an area that's safeguarded, and there are a lot of invisible imps that are roaming around the city, keeping an eye on what people say and what they do, which is why we had to bring you guys all here so we can explain more of what's going on and what we're going to be doing. In addition, Leo knows where we are going to travel to get access to this location. He knows the door, he knows the path where we're going to travel to, that we're going to go through. So that's a little bit more information. Leo, would you want to explain a little bit more about what's going on with that door/portal?
Yeah, so, in the western area of the slums, there's a tunnel system that leads to the core of the mountain, and there is a secret passageway that leads to the upper district. And the laboratory, and he kind of looks at all of you guys kind of nervously, is in the palace. And he kind of waits as Captain Zimlock says, you mean to tell me that the palace houses a laboratory? An evil laboratory where experiments are happening? That's what you're telling me right now, child. And Leo is like, yes, that is exactly what I'm telling you. And
we have seen creations of his. We even have proof of it.
Should I pull out the heart?
Can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull it out and show everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Bear goes, well, that is disgusting.
It's still beaten.
Yeah. And Craymore says, I can attest to that as well. I can attest that there's some kind of magic happening to the people here in the city. One by one, you know, as we all know, people have been going missing. And there's strange cult activity, which I think we know now is not a cult as much as it is possibly something entirely more dangerous. And Jasper kind of nods his head. He is, by the way, Jasper is not showing his skeleton form right now. He is completely covered in head to toe in cloth. So you're not able to see his face, but you know that that's for him hiding his own identity, and people kind of freaking out sometimes when they see things like that.
Yeah.
So Squelch says, well, wherever you guys go, I'm gonna go. So Squelch is on your side. You've already convinced Squelch.
Yeah.
Zachariah says, sounds like a fight to me, and I'm down. So Zachariah is on your side. Craymore says, well, shop's closed for the night. I don't see anything better to do, do you, Jasper? Jasper kind of nods his head. So Jasper and Craymore see him in. Bear says, Kithrak, how much am I getting paid for this? That is what I need to know. I respect you immensely as a fighter, but putting my life on the line for this town, you know I am not from here.
Captain Zimlock, how much?
I am not talking to you.
I'll tell Bear, if the city's compensation isn't enough, I will compensate you myself. And I give him like a flex.
He nods at you, which you kind of expected like a flex back because he's kind of playful like that, but he doesn't do that. He very seriously kind of nods at you and he says, "I need to know a number, Kthrak."
Well, how much do you need?
Well, can you ask Captain Zimlock, because this is directly through Captain Zimlock.
Think of the story you could tell people, Bear. The glory of a fight. I mean, I don't mean to interject, but from what I've heard, you know, I was asleep that night, but from what I've heard, the fight you put up, well, that's one hell of a story. But this, they'll tell this from here to wherever you're from, and then beyond that. This is a fight to remember. This is a fight that matters.
Yes. I like your attitude, but if I die doing this, no one will ever know that I lived. No one will ever know that I died in this fight. We are sneaking into a secret place without anybody knowing. If I die and none of us all live, this glory that you say will never have happened.
While he's talking, I'm gonna go next to Captain Zimlock and I'm gonna whisper in his ear. This guy is gonna really help us in this fight. Could you throw out a number for him? A number that you'd be willing to pay him, Zimlock?
If
Captain
we lose this
Zimlock
fight,
says, "Go
there
ahead,
might never
Pox."
be any glory. Well, if we lose this fight, there might not be any glory ever.
So Captain Zimlock says, "I can offer you 10 platinum." To a regular person, that seems like a lot. Bear says, "I appreciate that offer, but I believe my life is worth more than 10 platinum. So, I will put the number on the table." And he kind of puts his hand on the table. He kind of slaps his hand down and he says, "I would like 100 platinum for my services. For me putting my life on the line for people that I don't know. Kthrak, I would happily go to battle with you. But for this city, they have done nothing for me but make me a bit of money."
Do we have 100 platinum?
We do, but like, let's be honest. Okay, this is talking to the party. Let's be honest. 100 platinum is not worth it.
No, do we have 100 platinum?
What if I say to Bear, Bear, listen,
You gotta arm wrestle him.
I will match the pay from the city, but this is because I want to fight with you. And what if I don't come back? Would you feel comfortable with that, knowing that you might have saved my life?
Kthrak, why don't me and you just leave the town and we'll go on and make money elsewhere?
That's not my style. I want to save this place.
Why? What have they done for you?
I met these friends here. I've got work here. I'm making a name for myself to make my family proud.
You care less about being entertainer. You want to be a hero.
More or less, yeah.
I see. Well, heroism is not what concerns me. I do not care about becoming a hero.
What about your friends?
I see. Roll me a persuasion check. As he continues talking, he says, "Being a hero is not important to me. What is important to me is..." Roll with advantage.
Something about
roll with
him
advantage.
makes my rolls bad.
Roll with advantage because you're Kthrak, and if anyone else were to have tried this, it would have been a regular roll, but with you, it'd be advantage.
Okay.
All right.
I'll also not to pay. I'll put in 10 platinum of my own.
No, because keep in mind, because like the Goliath is probably also gonna want 100 platinum too if we agree with the 100 platinum for Bear.
Yeah, I think this is like a me thing.
Okay.
So, with an 18, he says, "I will fight with you, Kthrak, for 50 platinum pieces. I'm sorry, I cannot go lower than this. That is 10 from the city and 40 from scrounging up elsewhere."
Can we talk to Captain Zimlock and go up to him and be like, "Listen, I'm gonna whisper in his ear, or I'm whispering in his ear. I'm gonna be like, 'Listen, Captain, you know he's one of the toughest guys in this room, and for this fight and for what you've seen going on in the city, you know we're gonna need him. We are willing to help split this with you. Could we please go 25 platinum?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd go in on 25 if the captain.
We would be willing to pay 25 platinum as well, just to have Bear on our side. But you would need to help more because you have the city funds that you could use. But we are just adventurers. We don't have that much as you.
Listen, we don't know what's going to happen during this battle. Maybe we can do it without him? I don't know, but I don't have that kind of money to give to a single person. I unfortunately, as the city, we don't know what will happen. We're going to need that money for repairs. We're going to need that money for medical procedures. I mean, there's just so many unknowns.
If one of you guys wants to match or throw 4 platinum in, I'll put the 36 of mine in to bring Bear to battle with us.
You're gonna give him all of your money.
I'll give the 4 platinum there to Thrak.
What do I need money for? I've got friends.
Damn.
Okay.
Done.
All right. You hand over 36 platinum and 4 platinum together for a total of 40. But there's like a hand on your shoulder, and Captain Zimlock says, I said 10, didn't I? Keep 10. And he lets you keep 10, Jimmy.
So I'm only losing 26.
You're losing 26. The captain gives Bear 10.
That only adds up to 40.
Yep, that's what he said. He said, did I say 50? My bad.
Oh, 50.
You're right. So so you got the 36 plus the 10. Got it. Okay, understood.
Well, I mean, let's say 40 then. I mean, 40 is still a shit ton. So I mean, like,
no, he said 50. He said 50.
We already got it. We're good. We're good.
Yep. So Jimmy,
we already took care
you're
of it.
36 platinum. Sorry, I misremembered my number.
So don't minus 26 minus 36.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Got it.
All right, and that goes to Bear, who says, "And I will gladly fight by your side. And I'm glad I brought this." And he kind of slides this thing that was on the ground that you didn't really see because it was behind the table. But he lifts up a sword that's as tall as him and kind of drags it across the ground and then puts it in front of him and kind of leans on it.
I'm glad we fought for Bear.
It's wrapped in cloth, and it's about 8 foot long. It's a huge sword.
My man's packing.
And he says, "This is a family heirloom, and I have not gotten to use it in battle yet. But I figured you said that it was important, so I thought, why not bring it? I'm glad I did." And you have recruited Bear. So that leaves Tehran.
We don't need Tehran. We got the other 6 then, right?
You've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Leo was not counted in the 6, so you would want Tehran here. You wouldn't count Leo in the 6. Captain Zimlock hasn't said that he'd join you yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Captain Zimlock hasn't said that he would go into battle with you. So you can talk to Tehran and Captain Zimlock, or you can pick one, or you could try and get both. It doesn't matter to me, but we'll start with Tehran. So Tehran says, "Well, if you are paying him 50 platinum, I would like 50 platinum."
God damn it.
I knew it.
Now, can I talk out of context real quick about stuff in game to potentially get something across?
Yeah.
Guys, I want to say I think this might have something to do with us not needing money when we go to the future. So you might want to be more willing to put in now so we don't freaking die. Maybe. Just my thoughts.
Maybe.
It could be wrong. Hear me out, but I think the more help we can get, the better. Now, we should try to haggle as much as possible, but I'm just saying, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, you can skepticize all you want as long as you don't make your characters do anything that they wouldn't normally do based on that thought process. So you can talk about it, but...
Can I try a persuasion check? Or can I try an intimidation check on him?
You can try an intimidation if you want, or you can talk to Jerome, who seems to have a relationship of some kind with...
You know what? Let Jerome do it. I'm going to use the washroom. Okay.
So... Go ahead and roll me a perception check, everybody, as you look up and down at Tehran.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Nice
just.
perceptions.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this not as a player in game, but like, I feel like my character, like while Jimmy was giving Bear 36 platinum, I'm just like thinking like, damn, that is so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm like saying that out
yeah,
loud.
same.
I'm like saying that out loud. I'm like thinking, holy shit, he just gave away all of his money just to have Bear. And I'm just like me, like I'm just like whistling, like, damn, you actually just gave him all of your money, Kithrak. I respect that. Holy cow.
So, with that perception, those perception checks, I'll say combined together, you guys all kind of looking up and down at Tehran. Seems like an interesting type of warrior. He has a scimitar on his side. So, it is one of those kind of curved Aladdin swords. And he's dressed in almost like Arabian-esque garb. So, he's got like kind of poofy genie-like pants, and he has, as you've noticed now, because he's not wearing his apron or his shirt that he would normally wear, he's actually shirtless now with just the pants and the scimitar. He's got these interesting tattoos all along his body. They are in the shapes of different elements. So he's got a fire tattoo on his chest. He's got water tattoos going down his arm. On his back, he's got like these mountains that kind of come up to peak between his shoulder blades. And then he's got an air stream going down his right arm.
Yo, my man's the Avatar.
Yo, Tehran, what are those tattoos? I like your tattoos, by the way. Do they symbolize anything?
They are passed down from my family. My father gave me these tattoos, and they all have special meaning.
I'm gonna say inside of Jerome's head, so no one else can hear.
Jerome, I would try to convince him to not go that high to get him for 10 platinum. And I'd probably use the fact that you know what Bear can do because you've seen him in action. And whereas you haven't seen this one in action, as well as if he doesn't take it, don't push him, but make sure that he knows that him and his family should get out of here safely and use that at our advantage.
Okay. Tehran, you know, I know you're not the only one in this room that thought that was a crazy amount of money. I think everyone thought that was crazy. Kithrak just gave away his life savings to Bear. I mean, and Bear, I've seen what you can do. I know that we will all be able to like rely on you because damn, I've seen you in action and you're a big tough dude. And Tehran, you know, like we know each other and we've spoken to each other and I can tell you're very strong, but I've never actually seen you in battle. I don't know if we would be able to give you the 50 platinum. I think I would personally be willing to pitch in some platinum of my own as well, but we can get nowhere near 50. It would be maybe 20 or 25 platinum max. And keep in mind, Tehran, what we're doing here is going to help your family. Like you're not doing this just for the money. You're also doing this to make sure that your family stays safe in the city. So you have to keep that in mind as well, you know.
Well, 50 platinum is a life-changing amount of money for someone like me. Living in the slums, that would immediately put me into the middle-class district with my family. So, shall I show you what I can do? Would that convince you?
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? Hey, Bear, you want to arm wrestle? You want to arm wrestle Tehran right now?
Bear says,
I'd rather Bear keep his strength, and I want to see what this guy is saying.
Okay.
Bear does say, like, I would be willing to arm wrestle, sure. And Tehran says, I think I would lose that arm wrestle, probably. Let's be real. But that's not where I would shine in battle anyway. As a warrior from my own village, I have my own specific set of skills. And he kind of stands up from his table. And as he does, he takes the scimitar and unwraps it from his side, unsheathing it. And as he does, as he unsheaths it, the blade is this beautiful curved, like silvery color. It's very, very shiny and sheeny, if you will. And it's actually got these circles in the middle of it. So like cut out circles in the middle of the blade. So you can actually see through it, like from one side to the other. And as he takes it out, he says, "This is a blade, again passed down from my family to me, and I've taken it here to Neltoris with my own family, as I'm the last." And as he takes it, he kind of swings it around a little bit, like it kind of cuts through the air and makes this like vroom, vroom, vroom noise as it does, because the air kind of goes through those holes in the blade, right? It makes kind of like an interesting sound. And you watch as the flame tattoo on his chest lights up, and his blade slowly lights on fire from hilt to tip. And he begins kind of swinging it back and forth, and the blade is continuously on fire. Within the holes where you could see through the blade are now these kind of flaming circles. And then he kind of points the blade towards one of the blank walls where nobody's standing, and he fires off a small fireball, like fire bolt from his blade, and it kind of singes the wall. And he says, "I don't want to make too large of a show. There's not enough room in here. But that's a taste of it. I can also do things like this." And he kind of taps his foot on the ground, and as he does, under your foot, Jerome, a rock like rises from the ground. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw or fall over flat on your back as he kind of like knocks you off balance.
Whoo! Oh, I like jump up a bit, like, oh man, okay.
Okay, yep. So you kind of like dodge out of the way from this rock that rises up from the ground and like right under your foot, and you stop yourself from falling over. And then he kind of waves his fingers back and forth a little bit, like in that kind of like come hither motion. And as he does, you feel your body like being tugged in his direction, not very strong, but like just barely tugged in his direction.
Yeah.
And you can actually feel like pressure in your face and your chest and like the front of your thighs, as you can feel the blood in your body being pulled in his direction as he is controlling the water in your veins and pulling you in his direction slightly.
Oh my.
And it's a very uncomfortable feeling.
I'm not sure how I feel about this right now.
Yeah. And then the last thing he does is he like unfurls this little thing that was on his back and unfurls it into a little rug that he steps onto and then starts levitating on the rug.
Man of many talents.
So you can see that he has a connection in some way to all four elements.
Wow.
Sort of like the Avatar, but maybe with specific talents instead of like being able to do anything with those. He just has specific things he can do.
Can I do an Arcana check to see how powerful the magic is?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, let's go, baby.
With a 24, I'll say you can tell that he was probably using... With a 24? Okay. I would say that you could probably tell that he's using maybe 20% of his power right now.
All right. So I'd say that's about, probably like that's about a fifth of your power, right? Tyrone?
Safe to assume. No, I would not be quite as consistent as Bear here. I can only do these things a certain amount of times before I'm exhausted, but I'm still very proficient with my sword as well. And this particular item that I am using, and he kind of points towards his magic carpet, is one that is very reliable and can hold probably 3 or 4 of you.
All right. Let's talk with the team then. Let's do a little team meeting. What do you think, guys?
I
What you can
mean,
do?
I don't know.
Persuasion check.
Yeah, I mean, they don't realize that like after this, there's gonna be nothing to spend the money on if we die, right?
We don't know that yet. I mean, we really don't know the extent of like
It's
if it
kinda hard to
dictated.
convince
If,
them.
if,
No,
if, also if it
listen to
dictate-
what. No, hold on. She's not saying that. She's saying, are they realizing that this city is going to get leveled if you guys fail? Like, like they are not realizing the gravity of this situation. Like if you guys fail this mission, the city is probably going to be leveled, as you guys would know. This is something your characters would know. You would know that the city is in danger. It's in danger of being destroyed or taken over, which means they wouldn't have any place to spend the money. She's not talking about the future right now.
Loud?
Get fucked.
No,
Could you say that like out loud? Like, because like I have a good relationship with Tehran, so I don't want to like try to keep lowballing him, but it, like someone else here would need to like explain the gravity of what's going on. And maybe have him like.
Yeah, so I'll just say like 50 gold is life changing, but like you won't have a laugh if we lose.
Why are you mad, Pox? Why are you mad, Pox? Pox is pissed. There's a fight.
I'm going to be honest.
Pox is mad. Wembo could give less of a fuck. Pox is pissed.
Listen.
All right.
Start doing persuasion checks, Jerome.
Let Whip say her thing. Let Whip say her thing.
Yeah, I would just say like, yeah, 50 gold is life changing, but you won't have a laugh if we lose. Like you need to help us or all of this is gone.
No, he wouldn't be getting only 50. He wouldn't only be getting 50 gold. He'd be getting I
meant 50 platinum, whatever. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'd be willing to pay enough to help Zimlock pay up to 25, 30 platinum, but we don't have that kind of money. And Kathrak gave away his literal life savings, but we need money too.
Yeah, I also want to tell Zimlock, you want to spend this like if you need medical or whatever, but what's going to be there to save if there's nothing there?
Sure, we should be focused. We should
like
be
we can't. You can't rebuild if there's nothing to be like. You know what I mean?
Zimlock says,
Zimlock, you saw what he can do. You see exactly how useful he's going to be on the battlefield. You should be willing to pay what that is worth.
Okay, I have kind of an idea. What if we pay him like 25 upfront right now, and if we win, I will give him the other 25 out of my.
Before we go with the 50, let's try to like actually make him like lower his price and like convince him first. Like we could convince him to probably go.
You have to be the one to convince him, you know that, right? Like you have the best chance.
I know, and
that could be more than his hell, but like if we give him 25 now, he might die in battle, so we might not have to give him the other 25. I'm just saying.
That's a really good plan actually. Paying half up front is not a bad idea.
Because it shows that you know what, he's gonna get the money, but you know, we don't necessarily have to give him the rest. And also we don't know what our situation will be after the battle. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
True. All right. So what do you guys want to go with?
I say we all pull together for 25 now.
Before we do that though, let's hear what Captain Zimlock had to say.
Yeah, I think we should make the situation more like urgent so that he understands, you know?
You think you're pretty sure that Captain Zimlock understands. And if you think about it, his thought process isn't entirely wrong. You need to hire people to build things, and he's assuming you're going to win the battle. He's talking as if you're going to win. So you can give him the hypothetical that you're going to lose, and you should put up the money now, but he is assuming that you're going to win.
Really quick, before we pay Tehran, I turn to Captain Zimlock and I say, "Hey, Captain, will you be coming into battle with us?"
The captain says, "If you need me, I will come into battle with you. Sure."
Guys, all right. I think honestly we should just take the captain instead of Tehran.
Take them both.
I think
we
should
can't.
take.
We have to.
Can take everybody?
We
already
spent
the max limit was
we
6.
already gave 50 platinum to Bear. Like we'll be fine.
I think that Captain would be better off organizing people here us taking him.
He has magical elemental abilities. I don't think
functionally we get
him.
7 people then. We have one person who's going to be working on the city, just not with our direct thing. He'll be working on other things.
Whatever you need from me, I'm willing to help you with. If you need me back here, I'll help you. If you need me to come in with you, I will. I will tell you I'm not a very stealthy person. I don't use a sword. I use a spear and a shield, and I'm a capable warrior, but I'm not magical in any way. Or
you can poke.
That's fine. No, we would be more than happy to have you, Captain. We definitely need some strong fighters on our side. So.
I've got plenty of warriors here that can protect the city. Hopefully, as long as they do their jobs.
Tehran.
Yes.
50 platinum is life changing, but 35 platinum is also life-changing. It will also move you directly up to the middle districts. Also, we have some additional equipment that we've picked up through looting that I'd be more than happy to give you in terms of like maybe potions or in terms of, you know, magic items, magic staffs.
Jerome.
But 50 platinum is ridiculous, and Kathrak is
Jerome.
low-key bonkers.
Jerome. I'll take 35 platinum. That's still life-changing.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, can everyone in the, could everyone split like give him five platinum each then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Captain Zimlock says, I'll still give you 10 platinum, as I said I would.
So then that's 25 with the other 5 since Kathrak did.
I already put in plat for the other guy.
So I'll put in a little extra then. So I'll put in. So if everyone could put in 5 platinum, and then I'll put in.
You don't need to. He said 35. So Whip is 5, Wembo 5, you 5. I don't think Kathrak has money actually.
No, not Kathrak. So I do 10. Yeah. I do 10. I do 10. Whip, Wembo, and Bunny do 5, and then and Zimlock does 10.
And don't forget, by the way, don't forget that each 10 gold that you have is 1 platinum as well.
Yeah. All right, cool. Would you would it be okay if we give you 25 platinum now and give the other 10 once the job is complete? Because we might be able
fair
to
to me. 25 now and 10 on completion.
Okay. Is that fine with everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then Zimlock gives him 10. I'll just give my 10 straight up. And then we need 5 more. Someone needs to give 5 more.
I'll do the 5.
Okay. All right.
All right, bro.
It is taken care of. And make sure you mark that off your character sheets.
Yep.
And you are good. So
we literally just made Bear.
You have. Go ahead.
We've made them so rich.
Yeah. Yeah,
Holy
you've literally
shit.
changed both of their lives. Bear, you have a feeling, has probably never seen this much money before, and rightfully so. He's worried about, losing his life in this particular engagement. And then you've got Tehran, who is a father and a husband who's willing to help because this is where his family lives, but also doesn't want to go in and die for nothing. So he says, I am going to go back to my home and give this to my wife, and I'll meet you wherever we're headed. Tell me where we're headed.
Leo, can you tell us the time and the place that you think is the best for us to head in?
Leo says, as I said yesterday, as I said earlier tonight, I think we should wait till the morning, until early morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'd say right now is enough time to get enough rest. If you go to sleep right now, get some rest and meet me. Well, let's meet at. It's so hard because there's no landmarks in the slums. There's really no landmarks.
Do we want
to
to meet here at 4?
Let's meet here.
Then...
I need a timeout really quick. Is it possible that both Bear and Tehran are just gonna dip if they're gonna get a full night's rest?
I mean, they could.
Do you say this in character or out of character?
I'm saying this out of character. I'm trying to actually ask because I'm new to D&D, and if you're saying that this is a life-changing amount of money and we already gave them more money, they could just dip. Would we be able to change our mind?
That depends on what you think their character is. Do you think that they're untrustworthy people? Because I'm pretty sure that Jimmy is pretty convinced that Bear will follow through. And I think it would be a huge slight, at least in that. And I don't think that.
Well, usually you pay people when the job's done, so I don't understand why we paid them up front.
Sometimes
fully up front. We didn't pay them the entire thing up front.
Well, we didn't pay Tehran the entire thing up front, but we still gave him 25 plat.
I mean, it just depends on if you think that if you trust people or not. That's honestly what it comes down to. Some jobs you get paid up front, some jobs you don't. I trust him. I'm fine with it. If he screws me over, then he screws me over.
All right.
But if your character doesn't, you can say something.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Just that could really offend someone.
I'm not gonna say anything as a character, but oh man, we just gave away a total of 75 platinum to 2 people.
Yep.
And we just gave it away. And they haven't even fought yet. and they're getting
Yep.
a full night's rest, which means they have enough time to dip, and we wouldn't know.
Yep. And if they do that, we can hunt them down later.
True.
All right.
Where would they live, man?
So we see everyone here in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to stay with you all. I would not like to travel too far, as you say there's dangers in the city. So I
That's
would
something
like
I was going to say.
This is Bear
is
speaking.
Don't mention anything you've heard here tonight. Don't mention any details. You or your family could be at risk considering there's literally ears everywhere right now, except for here.
Let us make this easy. Tehran, Bear is speaking to Tehran now. He said, "You and I are in similar boat, yes? Why don't I accompany you to your family's house, and then we all come back here to rest for the night? Yes?
Yeah, and then
I
let's
will
send
keep
two.
you safe, and you keep me safe.
And let's take Kathrak and me with them, and
Sure.
and me and Kathrak will come with you guys.
Absolutely. That sounds fair to me.
Did we already mention to them to get his family out of the city for now?
No, you guys have not mentioned that. You
Should
can talk
we
about that
do
if you want.
And then I should say this to Tehran. Or actually, should we now? Because he's already going to be fighting.
I mean, I'm okay with telling him that, okay, get your family someplace safe, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel
And Tehran, just for you, because I consider you as a friend. Make sure your family's safe. When you come with us to the battle. So make sure your family knows, just so hunker down and stay safe. So.
I will do this. Yes, yes, I can do that.
All right, and then so I guess me and Kathrak are gonna go with Tirana and Bear.
Okay. We'll make that a pretty quick little roleplay venture. So, anyone want to do anything before Tehran and Tehran, Kathrak, Jerome, and Bear leave the area that you guys are in and go to an unsafe place? Does anyone want to do anything?
I'm gonna, before I go to sleep, I'm going to cast good berries because they last 24 hours and then my spells will reset.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna cast up the rest of my first level spells so I have good berries set aside for when we need them.
Perfect.
Is there like a system of like if we put our money in a bank? Is that a good idea?
There is a bank system, yes. It might be a good idea. It depends. I would say for now you're probably safer at keeping it in your bag of holding.
Oh God, this is so scary. Okay, sorry. all
Don't
right,
you
this is,
remember the
freaky.
2008 crash? Do you really want to put your money in banks? Really, the Great Depression? Really, we're putting our money in banks?
Well, here's my
The bag of
thinking.
holdings.
teasing,
low-key
I'm
a
teasing.
bank,
Here's my thinking.
so-
What if this bank just because we put some extra money in, they were able to survive some kind of.
We're not doing
Oh,
this.
God,
No.
meta
This bank becomes the
Meta
biggest
moves.
bank in the future,
Metagamer.
and then we come
Meta
back and
moves.
the
And you've got
interest is just
interest.
wow.
No.
We're
I would put a
trillionaires.
single platinum piece. A
No.
singular platinum
The
piece
banks
in
are closed. You guys are fucked. All right. So you guys, the four of you head to Tehran's home. You head out of the guard barracks into the slums, kind of towards the southeastern area of the slums, near where you caught Leo and the other gentleman.
Wait, could we bring Zechariah with us as well?
Sure. Zechariah comes with you, sure.
Okay, because I want him for the imp warding thing.
Okay.
Are we going to where we're resting right now?
No, nope. They're going to
Drop off
Tehran's
money at Tehran's
family's
place.
house. They're going to Tehran's family's house to drop off the money that Tehran just made, so that in case he dies or something happens to him, it's still with them.
Yeah.
So, you guys head off towards that district. You find your way there, and you find your way to a very small, homely-looking house. It is in shambles. It's got some children's toys and dolls out on the front porch as he walks up and kind of pushes them to the side with his foot and opens the kind of creaky front door. And he says, "Honey, I'm home." And he kind of opens the door and goes in, and he says, "Just wait here. I'll be right back." So he walks in. kind of hear some talking, some whispering inside. You guys can roll me some perception checks if you want.
Oh
Yeah.
Not whispering,
there.
talking. Just talking, not whispering.
Okay. Shoot.
Okay. With those perception checks, I say you probably can't tell what they're talking about. But the last thing you hear is the young girl's voice as she says, "Be safe, Daddy. I love you." And then he leaves. He exits out the front door, and he shuts it and locks it behind him. And he says, "Okay, that's that. They've been given the money. So."
Are we gonna get?
What was your question? If you're not there though, but what's your question?
Okay, but in general, are we gonna get them out of the city? Did we say that yet?
No, we're not. They're just
It's-
staying in the house.
It seems like whatever he said to them was not to get them out of the city.
Hey Zachariah, really quick, can you cast? Are we still? Can we have done this before he left? Could Zachariah cast can Zachariah cast the imp thing really quick? Or would that be a bad idea?
He says, Zachariah says, I'm not quite that good. Unfortunately, I'm not a high enough level cleric for that.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was just wondering.
But if we do spot one of those things, I should be able to help a little bit.
Oh God. All right, let's just go back to the barracks.
All right. And as you're walking, Zachariah every once in a while casts a cleric cantrip that causes this little pillar of radiant flame to come up every once in a while, and he kind of does it in front of him and makes like a little pattern in the ground. He seems like not agitated. He seems excitable. Seems like he's like, even though he's got kind of like a slow demeanor, he is itching to, do some things, just bad things.
Okay.
Trying to hurt some bad guys. So, that being said, you guys make your way back to the barracks.
Cool.
And everyone, you don't even have to, meet up or worry about them leaving with your money. Everyone's together, sleeping in the same barracks.
Awesome.
And you guys go ahead and get your long rest. All right. So you guys get your long rest, and you can please refresh your spell slots. You can fix up any damage you may have taken.
I also want to make my not only attune it, but I want to make that my weapon, my
Your packed weapon. Yep, you got it. Your
Yeah,
scimitar is
that's
now
the
your
one.
packed weapon.
Thank you.
Yep.
I
What kind of
remember the
infusions
void.
do you want to infuse? Anything? You want to fuse anything,
Jerome?
You
Yeah.
had Nara's longbow infused with enhanced weapon. Now you can
But-
infuse her new longbow if you want.
Yeah. Hey, Nara, do you want me to
Yeah,
enhance?
I was actually about to ask you. Yeah.
Nara, do you want me to enhance your new longbow?
Yes, please.
All right,
and
so
I
then
think you enhanced your arcane focus. So you had your arcane focus, her longbow, and then your crossbows. Those were your three.
Okay,
think.
cool.
So I will infuse her longbow real quick right now. So any other things we want to do from like nighttime? Does anyone have anything else they want to change?
I think we're good to go, man.
I have 30 good berries. Just
30
you know.
good berries. All right. And I believe eating a good berry is...
It gives you 1 HP and it makes you fully fed for the day.
All right. So no worries there. We'll say that, I mean, 30 good berries is a lot. Would you say you just give one to each of the party so you don't have to go somewhere and get breakfast?
Oh, I'm just holding on to them for later on.
Okay, so
Like,
you're
I'm
all
just
eating
putting them in,
rations
like, a
right now
little-
then?
Huh?
So you're all eating rations for breakfast then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my plan.
All right. So everybody eats their rations. We'll say that the guard barracks has enough for everybody here. And you guys gather around the entrance, ready to leave for the day. Your party consists of Tehran, the Goliath, Leo, the young boy with the golden pipes, Kraymore, the magic shop owner, Jasper, the assistant at the magic shop, Bear, the arm wrestling co-champion, Squelch, the cleric goblin, and Zachariah, the apprentice cleric from the church. And then the rest of you guys. Sound good?
Let's party. Yeah, let's go.
All right. So we're confirming that we're not asking Captain Zimlock to leave his post. We're going to leave him here to do his job.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
wait, no, I wanna have him join us. Just
We already have
Talk
6.
about it as a party.
Yeah, we got 6.
Question: Does
Mm-hmm.
Zimlock know about the cleric and his
He doesn't.
So should we let him know? Maybe they could coordinate just in case. I don't know if it matters.
No, I think that's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea, actually.
because if they're both working together, maybe they can heal and.
You want to say that to Captain Zimlock then?
Yeah, Captain Zimlock.
Yes. Yes. Good morning.
A word. Hi. Good morning. So we spoke with the cleric last night in an attempt to acquire their help for our efforts, I guess, and they sent us. That is where we acquired Zachariah. Zachariah has joined us, but the cleric unfortunately was unable to join us. But he is attempting to do healing and setting up, shop over there. He's trying to bring in people and make sure people are safe and give refuge.
Sure.
You might want to coordinate efforts with.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yes, I will
Just
do that.
letting you know.
Yes, I will
Thank
do
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
Enjoy your coffee.
So he heads
also-
off towards the church and brings a couple guards with him.
All right, I guess we're good to go.
All right. As you guys are leaving, he is just kind of talking to the guards, sending them to different districts, like right outside the entrance. And as you guys are kind of heading towards the slums, he says, "Be careful, and good luck."
You too.
And you guys kind of separate directions. And you head towards the western, kind of northwestern district of the slums, where Leo is leading you. As you're walking, Leo is saying, "Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see the performance. It's going to be so beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to enjoy all the music and everything. It's going to be really awesome." And he's kind of like bullshitting, just starting conversation. He mentioned to you guys before you left that you should just talk about mundane things and seem not suspicious while you're walking. So what do you guys talk about? Let's have some mundane conversations.
I'm just looking around.
With the weather like this, how could I complain?
Lunch, you guys. What's in the marketplace? Who's doing something today? Okay. We should plan out what we're going to have for lunch. I think.
Is it
right
busy
now.
enough? Is it busy enough that people would know? Like, how crowded is the area we're in right now?
The slums is always crowded, and
Okay.
the problem is, though, this morning, it's really early morning, so the sun hasn't even risen yet. But as you're walking, you notice that lights are kind of like flicking on, and people are starting up their chimneys of their houses and things. It's about like 4:45 in the morning, and you know that if you're in the slums, you need to get in line at the barracks early to get a spot as a job, like have a job for the day. So you have an idea. That's probably why some lights are flicking on, but not everywhere. Just a few houses here and there.
Okay.
Okay.
Where should we get brunch, guys? What's for brunch today?
I'm interested to see how your characters would, how you would talk. How would you try to talk mundanely? Because if you do this poorly, I'm going to make you roll a performance check.
Are there any brothels around here?
Oh my god.
Have
This
you
early?
Talk about
tried
brunch. Like, what restaurant
cinnamon?
should we go to? Should we go back to the tavern? Nara, did you like the tavern? I wasn't super sure about it. I'm pretty sure there was rats there, but
Isabella, we
whatever
already
talk-
ate breakfast and
I
you're
eat
already
rats,
thinking about
so
lunch.
honestly.
I want to
Is
be
that
honest.
all you think about, Isabella, is food all the time?
I just feel like we haven't
What about
talked about
second
it yet
breakfast?
today, okay? I mean,
Second
we
breakfast
I'll
sounds
take you
good.
to one fancy
We-
restaurant,
Oh,
Isabella,
what?
and that's all you
Hey,
can think
man,
about is
I
food now.
didn't-
Zim, I
me,
don't
bro.
like having to worry about where I'm going to eat next. It really messes with my
Okay, I'm
stomach.
sorry. Okay.
Speaking
No,
of
I
eat,
agree,
you remember?
Isabella, I think we
Did
should
you guys
think. We should-
see?
where are we
Did
gonna
you guys
eat
see
lunch?
how
That's what I'm
Cobalt
thinking.
just ate that rat like a champ that other day? Like that was
Oh,
crazy. He
ew.
just
Oh, yeah.
swallowed that like you swallowed a fat.
Well, have you ever eaten rat? It's pretty good. If
Yeah,
you-
it is
if you
really
s-
good.
If you actually like spit roast it, you can
Really?
spit roasted
Oh,
rat.
yeah. I can confirm that. Yeah.
Really?
Actually, I have some
No,
in
I've
my
never
bag
had.
if you want one. I have
Can I-
some.
Oh, can I have some?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll give you I will give you 1 gold piece if you eat it live. Right now.
Squelch?
Can we just
Not
make
squelch.
brunch here?
I'm talking to Jerome, man.
Oh hell no, dude! I don't eat rats.
Come on, fucking
What am I, a
pussy.
peasant?
Could we just make brush here?
Pussy
We
boy.
buy, I have 4 plat left. I could buy some eggs.
Wait,
I mean,
all
yeah,
right.
but-
I'll tell you what, Bella. I'll eat a rat, but only
Mhm.
if you can help me get laid. Then maybe we could talk.
I don't even know. if
It's
she
not
wants
worth
me to
it.
be honest.
Oh man. Okay. Hear me out.
The
guys.
impossible task
Yeah.
before us.
I feel like it's not impossible if you
Not
just
the enemy.
open
Him getting a
his mouth.
girlfriend.
I make 20, 30 gold from a job and I still can't find myself a girl.
What
Like,
does that say about you
If
exactly?
you just shut the fuck up, maybe then you'd get laid. I think honestly, if you just shut up and stood there and I just talked you up, I think we could do it. You would
Hey,
just have
Bear.
to not speak
hey
during
Bear, you
sex.
think I'm a good looking dude, right?
I
You're,
don't
you're
know.
not you are not bad looking. No, you're
That's what I
you're,
thought. That's what I thought. You heard
We
that?
never
you're
said
just
you
very
look bad,
loud.
Jerome.
You're
It's
just
your
very loud.
mouth. It's
You're very
your
loud.
mouth.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, okay, here, Jerome, I feel like you're the type of guy when someone looks at you, they're like, wow, he's cute. And then you start speaking and
Then it all goes downhill.
Yeah.
it's pretty much yeah,
It's like
no.
word vomit.
Hey, well, you know,
Has it
literally-
been
no,
like that
to
your
be honest,
entire life?
Jerome, I've seen ladies checking you out, man. I've seen you flashing your wallet, ladies checking you out, and then you start to speak and then just
You know, I have a business proposition for you,
No.
Jerome. I have a good
okay,
business.
let's hear it.
See,
Let's hear it.
hear it out. What if you allowed people to pay you to stop talking? Like,
All right,
almost
let's start.
they
Let's
should-
start the business right now. Would you pay 1 gold for me to shut up for the rest of this?
I
journey?
Literally, we
give
can't
him
afford
I hand him
anything.
I hand him a
We
gold. I
can't
hand him a gold. I
I will
genuinely hand
gladly
him a
take the gold, and I will be quiet now. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
God,
okay,
it was
but
like-
like honestly,
Wait,
okay,
I
Jerome,
give him another
like,
gold
honestly
after a few
speaking-
moments because we need to be casual
in
and him being
case.
quiet. Yeah, he needs
Okay,
to be. No,
okay,
he needs to be. He needs to keep
But-
talking. We gotta
okay,
be
but
casual.
like honestly speaking, Jerome, what are you even looking for, man? Are you just do you just want to have sex? Do you want to have a weird little Jerome wife with weird little Jerome
Yes!
children?
Who
Little
doesn't
deformed
wanna have
babies?
sex?
I'm pretty good without having sex, to be honest.
Squelch goes, "What's sex?"
When a daddy
I
got
think we
with
need to
and
move
mommy
on.
got in-
All right, let's just
Before
move on.
Squelch learns
Let's
too
move
much.
on. Let's
Oh,
move on.
I'm
okay.
worried for
Well,
him.
I had an idea. What about this? What, Zim? I saw
Yes.
all those berries you had, right? What if you took?
Yeah.
What if you took like 6 berries, right? And then you put them inside one of the dead rats, and then you cooked it, and then you kind of like you marinate the meat from the inside.
We could do that later. That'd be good.
I think
Right.
that's pretty solid.
We could also make a sauce, like a berry sauce, and go over top of it.
That would be very good,
Fire.
honestly.
That would be very good, right? No, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a mayonnaise.
Good one.
Who wants to stab Squelch again?
Hey, man. Hey. I'm just gonna hold my little squelchy boy in my arms. Don't you touch him.
I'm trying to walk.
It's okay. No, Squelch, it's fine.
Oh,
I'm your
Squelch
wife now,
is
it's
so
okay.
cute. Oh, he's so Squelchy.
I'm
All
not
right,
cute.
Jerome goes right next to Tehran. One,
Oh,
you know, one guy in this party who doesn't think I'm
Can I-
loud,
can
and
I
I start
kinda-
patting Tehran on the back.
Tehran just shakes his head.
Teron, question for you. How do you get those?
Yes.
How did they do your tattoos? Because I obviously have tattoos too.
Yes, there is a specific type of brush that they use to impale your skin. It's a very long wooden brush with sharp hairs at the end. They're hairs from a particular type of boar in my area of the world, and they take the wooden stick with the hairs at the end, and they dip it in ink, and then they take a hammer and they hammer the.
It's a lot
Ink it
more
into-
sophisticated than what I did. They used a sewing needle.
Very
Hey,
to
guys,
the point.
Still have like
Yes,
a
that is very common. Yeah.
Should I say
off
Barry
topic?
to the point?
This is off topic, but also very on topic. As I recall, we had a few bottles of wine. Do we still have those?
No.
And
We don't.
Someone might, but I don't. I didn't get any of those bottles of wine.
I can
so-
tell you what, though, I have the tools to whip up a little bit of moonshine if you want to get
I
a
was
little
gonna say.
pregame before we
I
before the
remember
I
fight.
think
where
that's a
left
bad
one
idea.
or
You know
two.
what?
I think that's a really bad idea.
I just
I
think
think
a little liquid courage could be a little, it could
It's
be
too
good for all of
early
us.
to be drinking. It's 5 a.m.
I'm a
right?
day
What kind of
drinker.
Neanderthals
You know what?
are we?
Fucking
I'm gonna save mine for after the battle. I think
Yeah,
I'm
good
gonna save them
idea.
for,
Good idea. Good
since
idea.
I kind of had them away for.
Okay, well, yes, but also counterpoints. Loosen us up, less stressed out.
I'm not stressed at all.
Brunch, which
Why
also
do you
I
stress
still think
about
that we
eating
should
so
get.
much? I
Want
don't
some
understand it
mimosas?
at all.
Are we done?
I am
Trying to have
Are we
some
there yet?
mimosas.
When
Like,
is
this
the
is
No,
last time-
I'm searching for something. So you guys keep talking.
Mimosas.
Look,
Hey,
I
yo,
just- you know what?
hey,
Fuck you.
Kathrak,
I've
hey,
been eating
Kathrak.
rations
Are we
for the
gonna see
past, like,
round 2
5 days
tonight with
straight.
Bear? Are we gonna see a round 2 arm wrestling match tonight?
Bro.
When
We
we
have
make
to
it out of this,
Okay, hear
Bear
me
and I
out.
will have to have a rematch, of course.
Oh
We've been
yes,
either eating
I would
rations
very
or
much like that.
tavern food for like the past 2 weeks, man. Like, I don't know why y'all aren't stressing about getting
We've
some
known
extra
each other for
exercise.
2 days. You do realize that,
Yo,
right?
by the way,
Not
you
even
better
been
watch
2
out,
days.
Bear, because Kathrak's been lifting, man, and whew, dude, he's been getting pretty strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might give you a even tougher run for your money this time too.
Jerome, you know it's only been 2 days, right?
2 days of what?
Since
Wait.
they've arm wrestled. I don't know if you know how muscles work, but generally 2 days of lifting ain't gonna make much of a difference. It was from a hood close though.
He did level up. So.
Wait, okay, off topic, but like,
He ate. He found some good. He ate something, man. I don't know what it did to his body, but he's a lot stronger now than before, man. He must have ate something.
this is like, as a player, how long have we been doing this campaign in universe?
2 days
3
Only?
days.
or 3 days. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. This is the 3rd day. Yeah. That's why I'm joking with you guys. Like, it's only been 3 days.
Bro, I thought it's been like a couple weeks in universe.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope,
no
it's
cap.
just been
I
a
like
few days.
Time
loaded
flies.
after
You
3
arrived
days.
in the city looking for cult activity and trying to find out that stuff, and you found it pretty quickly and went for like taking it out.
Damn. Okay.
We got to work. We're making waves. We're moving up
Yeah.
in the ranks.
I
After
find
we
it
clear
so
this
crazy that it's
we're
underneath
gonna get
the
like a nice
palace.
cushy office job in the city, huh? What do you think, Zim? Huh? Working security?
I don't really like cushy jobs, to be honest. I'm more of a freelance type guy.
I'm telling you guys, we should still start a strip club.
And it's at
What?
that moment. It's at that moment that Leo puts up his hand. And Bunny, if you wouldn't mind muting while you're not talking, that would be perfect. So he puts his hand up. Leo puts his hand up and he says, "I think we found where we're gonna have lunch." And as you guys approach around this corner, there is 2 large buildings, and between them is an alleyway, and that's where he kind of turns into that alleyway. And you guys follow him down that alleyway. About halfway down, there is one of those cellar doors, so it kind of opens with 2 wooden, doors that kind of come out, open like that. They've got black ring handles on them for you to open it up. It's a cellar door, normally where they would keep like vegetables and things like that for a tavern. And it looks like that's what it's attached to, is a tavern of some kind here in the slums. And as he puts his hands on the rings, he kind of closes his eyes. Very softly, he says, I think the guards have went out on their shifts. But I can't be sure. So when I open this, I need you all to be ready. And he opens up the cellar doors, and as he does, kind of like a gust of wind comes out of the tunnel. It kind of blows his hair back a little bit, and you all smell kind of like a horrible stench come from the cellar. And he says, "All right, I think we're good." And he steps over the edge of the doorway into a stairwell that goes down into the darkness.
I don't think we're good at all. What is that? Oh my gosh.
Damn.
That is rotting potatoes.
Is that why it burns my nostrils? It's fermenting?
Probably. That's Leo. That's Leo speaking. Bear says,
Lead the way.
"I might need to ask you for more money after this," and he kind of nudges Kathrak. He goes, I'm just kidding. And he says, "All right, after you, I'll go last. You guys go." He kind of leads everyone through. So you guys follow Leo down into the darkness.
Did Bear close the door from behind?
Yeah, as you guys kind of come down, you watch as the light gets snuffed out as he closes and shuts the cellar doors.
Okay, so I know a lot of us have dark vision, so we could just walk, but I also have a torch, and I can craft torches for us. So I don't know if anyone wants one.
I don't know. It just got real.
Torches might like give us away a little bit.
All right, so let's just keep walking then. We'll walk in the dark. A lot of us have dark vision, so.
Do you
Yeah,
guys do
who
dark
can't see
vision?
in the dark?
Is it completely dark?
It is completely dark. So
What
you
does
guys
Leo
are kind
do?
of you're conga lining right now. Leo doesn't seem phased by the darkness.
All right, let's just walk through then. Let's keep walking. We don't have to say anything. We don't have to talk. We can stay quiet. Let's roll perceptions maybe, because we have dark vision.
If you guys would like to turn on the light, you may. If you want to, Jerome, if you want to put light on something, you can. You have that ability with one of your artificer things, or you can leave it dark and let the people who don't have dark vision just kind of conga line it down the steps.
I know that I don't have dark vision. Does anyone else not have dark vision? Okay, I think it's just me.
I
I'm
got
going to
it.
change into another form because I can't really see right now. So I'm going to turn to something that can see a little
Hey,
bit better.
Tehran and Bear,
Zim,
do you
do you
guys
want me to
have dark
carry you?
vision or no?
I can carry you, Zim.
Can you guys see in the dark
So
or not
yeah,
really?
of your party that you brought with you, so Squelch has dark vision. Jasper has dark vision. Kraymore has dark vision, but he has to cast a spell to be able to do it. Tehran has dark vision. Zachariah and Bear do not.
Kraymore, would you be able to cast a spell to grant dark vision to Bear and Zechariah?
If you want me to expend one of my higher level spells, I can do that for you. Sure.
No, that's fine. Zach, we should. Bear, are you okay staying in the dark and staying right behind someone, or would you prefer to have some light?
No, I'll just keep my hand on Kathrak's shoulder.
Perfect.
Leo, do they normally not use light when they go through here? Would it be abnormal?
They would not need light for this, no.
All right, so let's keep walking.
The creatures, if you've been experimented on, you'll have the ability to see in the dark. It's one of the things that they do. And for example, that's why I can see in the dark.
We might want him to cast dark vision on them then, because we probably don't ever want there to be light. And if we get into a fight,
Once we get into a fight, we can light up the room, but for now we can just walk, and all of us can see him except Zechariah. We keep Zechariah safe because he's a cleric. He's not going to be able to
things
fight
hit the-
anyways.
when things hit the fan, put the guys who can't see in the middle, and then when things hit the fan,
We light it back
Zachariah,
up.
Zachariah says, I can light my staff if you want. So I
For
can...
now, Zechariah, just stay next to us and just put your hand on us, and we'll guide you through for now because we think it's better to stay in the dark.
All right.
no one freak out. I'm gonna change into a monster. It's gonna be freaky looking. So no freak out.
Well,
okay?
hardly. Well, not everyone
we do
can
this
see you.
before we went into the cellar? Why
fine.
you do it here?
Because
Oh,
I didn't want to do
no.
it in the middle of the street
Oh,
parks
you're gonna,
because it
but
looks
it's gonna
weird.
scare. But it's gonna scare me
Guys,
now.
guys,
I'm gonna
guys,
think
let's
you're
keep it
gonna
down.
bite
Guys,
me,
guys,
and
guys, let's keep it down because we're still walking. We're all still walking while he's changing.
But if
I'm
you
gonna
come at me and try
change
and bite me, I'm gonna
into
freak out.
a Nothic,
Okay.
because I have that now.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
That was the creature that we fought down in the basement with the eye.
Yep.
So
I actually have a Nothic token here for you. That's perfect.
nice.
All right, so you guys who have dark vision watch Zim go down on all fours, and his bones begin to creak and crack as his skin rips apart, and these disgusting bones start, his shoulder blades stick out of his back, and his eyes start forming together into one large green eye. You hear this kind of disgusting, like, cracking noise, and his whole back kind of arches forward with that noise, and he goes down on all fours.
I think they're bipedal, don't they? They stand on 2 feet?
They can bipedal, but
Okay.
they're kind of top heavy. So I imagine that they would go down the stairs four-legged.
I say an undercommon to Zim. Why didn't you tell me? A Nothic's not scary. We had a Nothic in my family's castle's dungeon, man. That dude was cool as heck. He was super smart. Oh my god.
Roll a
In
deception check.
undercommon. I know undercommon. That's
I know you know.
real.
I know you know undercommon. Did you have a Nothic in your family's jail?
Yeah, but it's not important.
No,
I didn't think
okay.
to- you know, it's not important. though.
That's fine then.
I mean, I
don't care.
can roll it. Yeah, I can roll it. But it was nothing. It's not like gonna be like in the future or like, you know what I mean? Like in
I
the next fight, I'm
I
gonna
didn't
be
need
like,
him to. I didn't need him
Yeah.
to roll.
Yeah,
I don't believe him anyways. I don't care if he would have rolled a
yeah.
20. I don't believe it.
just useless little backstory stuff.
I got it. Okay, understood.
Yeah, in my next fight, I'm gonna be like, for the life of my Nothic brother, who wants to live in
Important-
the attic.
Important thing, I do have 120 feet of true sight.
Okay.
Nice.
So invisible people, I can see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I do have passive perception, by the way. So if shit hits the fan, I should be able to know. Let's go.
I knew knowing Undercommon would be funny at some point, and like all my years of playing D&D, just let's pick Undercommon, sure.
Fuck it, man.
Why not?
Give me 1 second. Looking something up.
Yeah, I'm over here like a dumbass. I picked Vidalcan, and I haven't even been able to use that yet. I don't think we're ever gonna find any Vidalcans. Let's be
It'll
honest.
happen. Just have Blake turn into something.
All right.
Commander,
Yes.
because this is a medium creature, would this be one of those things that I could keep the cloak on? Because it's up to, and they kind of have shoulders too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So, with that, Zim, as you're looking around, your vision kind of flickers between two different planes of existence. Your vision flickers between the mortal plane, which is where you guys operate, and the ethereal plane, which is kind of where it's like a mirror dimension to the one that you're in right now. It's like the exact opposite type dimension, and it's usually where people who are spirits or who live in limbo kind of operate in this world. And you, as you kind of reaching the bottom of the staircase behind Leo, you see a group of people in the ethereal plane standing in a circle in this kind of open room at the bottom of this staircase. And this open room has like vegetable sacks and wine racks, and it looks like a storage cellar down here. But in the ethereal plane, which only Zim can see right now, there is like a group of ghosts standing in a circle that are kind of like swaying back and forth, kind of How the Grinch Stole Christmas style, like Fa Hu Dor, like kind of swaying back and forth, their hands clasped together. And they don't seem to notice you, but they do stop chanting when you come down. Like, they stop doing what they've been doing. Chef, thank you for the raid. So, it's a strange moment. But they look, as you're looking them up and down, you see their wrists are, have like rope marks on them, and their ankles have rope marks on them, and their necks have incisions, and their faces are cut up, and some of them are missing like chunks of flesh out of their arms or legs.
Can I see if any of them look like this kid's mother?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I thought the mother was dead already.
Was a bad roll.
Okay.
That's why she'd be a ghost, though, right?
Right. That's why this would be a good place to look for her, because this is kind of where ghosts hang out. So, with an 11.
Oh, hey, Nothics actually get advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
Okay.
Would this count?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
With a 23. Looking at these 6 people standing in a circle, none of them seem to be female at all. They're all men. And they are of varying ages. One looks like he's young, like 11 or 12 years old, ranging up to about mid-40s.
Does it
And-
look like they were experimented on?
Yeah, you could safely assume that. Maybe failed experiments. They all look like they're from the slums.
I'm gonna put this in each person's head, so I'll just end up saying it like repeatedly with the speed of thought.
Mhm.
It looks like there's a bunch of ghosts here in the ethereal plane from some of the failed experiments.
So you guys are all aware that this creature Zim is transformed into can see into the ethereal plane. It's a creature that is very based on its one big green eye, so it can see into the plane that houses ghosts. And he's telling you that there are ghosts in this area that are kind of caught in limbo right now. And you know that those of you that would know, which would probably be Zim and maybe Pox and Bunny, and I'd say that's probably it. The three of you would probably know, maybe Nara as well, because you're from an elven culture that's kind of spiritual based. I'd say you guys would probably all understand that the way a ghost is kind of put into limbo is if it died before it was able to do its dreams in life. If it died desiring something, that's usually how ghosts are created, because it's kind of like a lost soul that never completed its task in life. So you have a feeling you're going to encounter a lot more of those, Zim, as you come down here. Ghosts are often created when somebody is killed by someone else, because they didn't die of natural causes. So they usually, they die before they get to do the things they want to do.
Yeah. Do I have to worry about them attacking us or anything like that? Are we?
Probably not.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going then.
They're on the ethereal plane, so they can't interact with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So, just an interesting tidbit that I would not have normally given you, but because you're a Nothic, it's kind of information that nobody would have known. I would have never said that if you weren't a Nothic, but giving you some info that would be kind of interesting to know. So, with that, Leo reaches this cellar first. No, my camera's frozen. I'll fix it in just a second. Leo reaches the cellar first, and he moves aside one of the sacks of potatoes, and there is a cellar, like a second cellar door. And he lifts up the trapdoor to it, and there is now a ladder that goes down. And he says, all right, so this ladder leads to a hallway beneath the inn, and this hallway leads to a large stairwell that climbs the inside of the mountain. It will take us about 45 minutes to climb the stairwell. I can't guarantee that we won't come across guards in this trek of ours. At the top of the stairwell will be a branching pathway. One goes left, one goes right.
We have the magic carpet from Tehran.
Mhm.
We could lift up, he said, about 4 people with the carpet.
3 or
And
4,
then-
depending on who they are. If they're heavier people, probably only 3.
Yeah, and then we could have the rest hang on the back with a rope, and then we can drag ourselves up the mountain. I have like a shield that we could use as a slide.
That sounds like it's going to be very loud and also more work for the people in the front when we could just walk up the stairs.
True, but then I'm saying we could take a break from walking with the magic carpet. How does it expend a lot of energy for you to use the carpet, Tehran?
No, it's a magical carpet, so it's not affected by me at all.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so then if people we could take breaks going up the stairs. That way we have a little more stamina when we get to the top.
Sure, that seems like a solid plan. So, you guys climb down the ladder. Leo reaches the bottom first, and he kind of puts his hand on each person's back as you guys come down to the bottom to let you know that you've reached the bottom. Because a lot of you guys are like looking down is kind of hard on a ladder sometimes. So he just guides you a little bit by your ankle or whatever, and lets you reach the bottom. You are walking on stone, in a stone carved out hallway. It looks roughly carved out, like it's been carved by rudimentary tools of some kind. And it leads further into the mountainside. So, you follow Leo. And eventually, maybe 10 minutes pass by, walking down this very, very dark and narrow pathway. Leo reaches the base of a stairwell. And you have a feeling this is the stairwell that leads up for about 45 minutes. And Tehran takes out his magic carpet. 3 people get on. The rest of you guys walk. And you begin ascending the stairwell. Now, as you're walking, Sim, every once in a while you see ghosts fly from one side of the hallway to the other, into the darkness or into a wall, and then disappear. And as you continue forward up this stairwell, you start noticing more and more mixed genders of ghosts, mixed races of people. And a few of them start whispering to you. One of them, a young girl, says, "Turn around. Don't go." And then she kind of flies off. You recognize one. Zim. A kind of haggly looking lizard folk that you met on your first day in town. Jerome would recognize him as well. You would know that Jerome probably would recognize him more than anybody else. But what happened, the interaction that you had was you were in the line, Jerome.
And the
This
kids
lizard
kicked the
folk-
soccer ball?
Yeah, the lizard folk came up behind you, and you were talking with him, and then you threw something for him to go get, one of his, like his own little ball, and he
Yeah.
went to go get it.
Yeah.
And
I threw him a
that wa-
candy.
yeah, and that's the last thing that you remember about that lizard folk. But he's a young lizard folk. And Zim, you notice that his head is detached from his body about halfway. So he's been like halfway decapitated. And his head's kind of like leaning off to the side.
Ugh. Nasty.
Mm-hmm. And as you're ascending, he starts kind of like following you a little bit, and he's following really close behind Jerome. And he's like, every once in a while, you can, as you turn around in your like Nothic form, Jerome, you even see him like turn around and look at you, because you're not sure what he's looking at, Jerome, but he's looking at you. Blake's character Zim is, and Zim, what you're seeing is this lizard folk is trying to like grab onto Jerome, but not in like an aggressive way, just like a trying to get his attention.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Eventually, the lizard folk gives up and floats off down the steps. And you guys continue onward. As you continue up the steps, yeah, go ahead. As you continue up the steps, all you hear is each other's footsteps, and it's eerily quiet. You would have hoped to have come across a guard by now, and you actually hear a voice kind of near the back of the line say, "Are you sure I came for a fight?"
I'm gonna say in his head.
Trust me, there's a lot of death around here that you can't see. There's going to be a lot of death coming up that we're going to need you for.
Does it, I'm asking the DM, does it seem like we're making progress in terms of where we're walking, or does it seem like we're kind of in a loop?
It's impossible to tell. I mean, you've been walking for 20 minutes, but you knew that it was going to take 45 minutes, and Leo is leading the group. So you know that it's like this, like, really long spiral staircase that goes up the middle of the mountain so that you can reach the higher district. And if you think about it, it makes sense that it would take this long to climb that far up.
If nothing's happening, then we're just still walking. Like if nothing's happening, we're just gonna keep walking as far as it takes. So
Also, True Sight, I'm pretty sure can see through illusions and stuff like that.
Yep, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. If Blake's in his Nothic form, he can see through illusions, which is important for you as well. So, with that said, you guys continue up the steps for another 10, 15, 20 minutes. And Leo whispers to the back, "We're approaching the landing." Another 5 minutes pass. And you all come up to a archway that leads out into a hallway to stop at the top of these steps. You've been trading off on the carpet, so everyone is, fine. Nobody's exhausted. The people who seem the most tired are probably Kraymore, who's a little older, and Bear, who's also, in his like mid-late 30s, early 40s. So they seem the most tired, but they're not affected by it by any means.
Yeah. It's just a little bit.
Yeah. But Bear, as you reach the top, he kind of goes, "All right, which way should we go?" Or actually, that's the wrong accent. Yeah. Which way should we go? Says Bear. And Leo says, "At this point, I think it best if we split up." And I know it sounds cliche, but there are 2 doors, and they each lead to the same room. Both hallways lead to the same room. And there might be people that you want to save in both directions. So, I say me, Zim, Kathrak, Nara, Jerome, Pox, Isabella, Bear, Solus, and Squelch all together. Why? Because Solus and Nara have a connection, and splitting them up would be a bad idea. The rest of you know me best. This is Leo speaking. Know me best, and I don't necessarily trust the rest of these people, but you do. You all do. So you can trust them to save anyone along the way that they find in the other direction. Both directions the same way. They both lead to torture chambers. So we can choose either way we want. But I think that Kraymore and Jasper, Tehran and Zachariah should go the other way if we want to save the most amount of people.
Why are only 4 of them that way and then the rest of us the other way?
Because the DM doesn't want to split the party.
Oh.
I was like, he's being shady as hell. I thought, like, I don't know.
I caught that too. I was like, he doesn't want to split the
Why don't
This
we
makes
send
sense to
Bear
me.
with them too, though? Would that be a good idea? So at least it's 5.
No, because Bear's with Kathrak. They're supposed to be
that was
together.
the reason. Yeah, I forgot that in my brain. That's why Bear is sticking with you. So you have a cleric in Squelch, who I'll just spoil for you is the same level as Zachariah. They're the same thing. They do the same thing.
So why don't we just have... Or we probably want Leo with us, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we want Leo to lead, but the only thing is that they don't really have a fighter on their side. Or they have 1 fighter. So that's the only thing that I'm worried about.
Who's going to the right again?
Tehran's a pretty incredible fighter.
Okay, so there's Tehran, Zachariah, Jasper, and Kraymore.
Mm-hmm. It's a very powerful group.
Okay, good enough for me. Just send them, whatever.
Okay.
And then, as I've told you, as Leo has told you, both directions lead to the same place. They're just 2
just
separate.
to save people along the way.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Then let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So, which way do you guys want to go, left or right? This is an important decision.
We flipping
Any,
a coin?
mini, miny, mo. Right.
I'll let you guys pick, even though Leo's leading. I'm going to let you pick.
Before we pick, perception on both.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Everybody who wants to.
Shit.
Oh, I do.
I'm rolling Arcana too. Shit. I'm rolling Investigation too.
You can't just say what you're rolling. You can't just roll. You know that's not how it works, right? You say what you
It's
want
not?
to do, and he tells you what to roll.
Oh, I'm looking at the doors and I'm studying the doors.
All right, so both directions lead into darkness where you can't see any doors at the end of them. They lead, for a certain amount of time where your dark vision is out of reach of seeing a door. You just see a hallway on either side. But with your perception checks combined, we'll say Kathrak got a 16, Wembo got a 16, Nara got a 10, we got a 25 on Zim. So combining them all together, you get a pretty above average perception. So I'd say looking in both directions, they both seem fairly identical. And that's what I would give you with a high perception. So what I'm telling you is it's impossible to say. It's your gut. Go with your gut.
What is the famous quote about the going left and the right?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's taking the road less traveled by. Never mind. Let's
Did you say chode?
Taking the chode less traveled.
I don't know. I'm feeling like left. I know you said right, but I feel like left.
Right equals Raziel.
Whatever superstition you need to get through, I say right.
I say right is right.
Okay. Well, when it's the wrong one, remember I said left.
Our team is
It's
bright.
a 50-50
Our
guess
team,
there, Nara.
our team is bright, so we're going right. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right.
Wait,
So
hold
you guys
on.
said right.
Do
Yes.
most people pick left or right? All right, never mind. You just
Where's
go.
my marker at?
We already chose.
Where's my
It's
marker,
probably
dude?
right because there's more right-handed people than there are left-handed people.
You guys can talk it out for a second. I gotta find my marker. You said.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
I mean, it's a complete guess, to be honest. I don't think it really matters. Like, I mean, it does matter, but it's honestly a 50-50 guess. Like, we don't have any information to change the 50-50, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay.
So, I did any, mini, mighty, mo, and the 50-50 came out as, right.
Damn, I wish there was just some way we could tell, like which.
That's not like a gut feeling. I got a gut feeling for left. That's fine. We'll go right.
It's still a 50-50 guess. Like, you can have a feeling, but it's just a 50-50
All right,
guess.
Commander,
I
we're
hate to
going.
break it
Commander,
to
we
you,
went
it's
right.
still a
Commander, we went
guess.
right. Let's go.
All right. So, you guys head right.
Yep.
And as you walk down that hallway, Leo kind of leads, and he says, "It's been a while since I've traveled these hallways. I've been out in the field for quite a while, but I will say that at the end of this hall is going to be one of the test and torture chambers, as I told you. And they almost never leave them unguarded. So expect a fight. Prepare anything that you want to prepare right now."
All right. I will have my
DM.
What?
DM speaking. Go. Do what you wanted to do.
Oh, okay. I'm just moving my potion out of my bags of holding into my like inventory, so I can just have them like in direct access.
Sounds good. Anybody else doing anything in particular to prepare themselves for this
If I can
particular
see
adventure?
it, I mean, I can curse something if I can see it. I have to be within 30 feet of it, basically. So, I mean, like that. And, like, I don't know if it says a short rest. I don't know if there's a way I can work that in. If I could just sit on the
Hey,
side. when
I'm
we
gonna
see the
talk
next
to
fight for-
talk to Isabella and say, Bella, would you want to play your? Were there any rats that we passed by, or like small animals? Always.
None in particular that you've seen.
Okay, then never mind.
But I mean, it has like a mile radius, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But they have to be able to hear you.
Oh.
No, it's not worth it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already in shape form, so there's not really much I can prepare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready whenever you are.
As a DM, is there something we should be doing?
No. I'm asking you right
Can
now.
I just
as
do some like stretches?
You can
Yeah,
stretch out a little bit. Sure.
We'll do dynamic
Remember-
stretching before we
I've
go.
been playing like a lot of Assassin's Creed, but can we just like sneak up and assassinate anyone?
I was just gonna say we could send someone to scout. To be honest, like we
Wait.
could
Can we-
send.
Okay,
Hold
let
on,
me.
hold on. I'll say right now, guys, I have an invisibility potion.
I
If
can
we
be
want
invisible.
to assassinate the
can-
guards, we can do that. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can be invisible too.
Yeah, but
Oh.
if there's multiple guards, then you can only take out one.
Leo. it
Jerome's
would-
got a natural invisibility to women.
Oh, man.
Leo, it isn't
about to fight
unusual
you,
for
big brother.
Nothics to be down here, is it? Because we fought them before from you guys.
I've seen Nothics down here before.
So we could give the potion of invisibility to Nara. I could walk ahead.
Well, Nara can just turn invisible without the potion.
Oh, well, I could walk with her,
Okay.
and then we could get to the guards, and we could take out the guards, or try
Yeah.
to.
Okay, so then you can walk by yourself because Nara's gonna be invisible.
Yeah, well,
and then you guys could take him out. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll be trailing behind.
All
and
right.
Leo wouldn't be unusual being down here too, would he?
Leo,
Leo's already screwed, or that's Ron.
They probably know that he's like turned, right?
Yeah.
Leo, you have a feeling is probably not
Compromised.
okay at this point
Okay.
because you guys
I
captured
wasn't
him in
sure
the
if he's
daylight.
compromised. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fine. That's fine. We can. But me and Nara can go ahead and
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, you guys go.
Okay, give me 1
We-
second. I'm
alright.
setting up the map here.
Are you gonna cast invisibility on yourself then?
Who's casting invisibility? Is
Me,
anyone?
that's me. I will. Oh, I don't guess I had to click it, did I?
I mean, you didn't have to, but it's
Okay.
not bad to see.
You're right behind Leo, right?
Oh well, me and
Zim?
Nara would be walking ahead.
Okay.
So that because that way, like if they see a Nothic walking up, it probably wouldn't be abnormal. And if she's invisible, then we're gonna try to sneak attack.
Okay, sounds good.
And I should see them 120 feet out. So I'll probably have her stand a little bit behind me, just so if they are Nothics, I should see them first, and they shouldn't be able to see her as long as she's out of their field of vision.
Okay, sounds good. So, you guys head forward. Nara is invisible and Zim is a Nothic. That's correct?
Yes.
All right. So. Nara, go ahead and roll me a stealth check with advantage, please.
Okay, how do you do the advantage?
Shift.
thing?
If
You
you
just roll
hold
twice.
shift,
Oh.
you shift.
yeah, if you hold shift and click, it'll roll at advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
21. Okay. Zim, you follow behind where you believe Nara to be, but you're unsure. Oh no,
I
you
can
can.
see
You
her.
can see her. You can see her. You can see her.
Yeah.
So you have true sight.
But I would be ahead of her.
You're ahead of her.
So she would be 10 feet behind, just in case there are Nothics that are guarding, because they'll be able to see her as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only
So-
see 60 feet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see 120.
Mm-hmm. Got it. All right. Good to know. So, you go forward, Zim. And with your Nothic eyes, you see 120 feet in front of you.
Yep.
True sight, you see a group of ghosts kind of gathered in a room. And they turn to look at you as you're approaching and then kind of separate out of the way for you to see inside the room.
Mm-hmm.
And so through this archway about 60 feet down, you see, let's see, let me see, 60, yeah, you'd see the hall, like, so your vision is, your true sight is 120 feet, so you'd see in a 120 feet line, but of course the walls would be blocking parts of the room. So I'll tell you what you do see. You see, similar to before, mannequins working on tables. They are standing kind of blocking your view of what's on the tables, and you watch as one kind of raises its hand up, and this like circular cutting saw he kind of like brings down onto some creature on the table. Okay. But these mannequins look a bit different. They're shorter and more nimble looking. They're not made of wood either. They look like they're made of metal. So, they are seemingly more agile, and they look a bit more advanced as well, but they're shorter. And they have kind of like this curved human-like face that that you can see as one of them kind of turns to look back into the hallway as you're approaching. It's a face that looks almost like a porcelain doll. So it's kind of like this creepy porcelain doll face that turns around to look at you. And as it looks, one of its eyes lights up in this like blue color.
Could I do an Arcana check to know if they can see invisible things?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
That was a bad roll. I do not know.
Totally unsure, yeah.
Yep.
Totally unsure.
I'm gonna tell Nara.
Nara, I don't know if they can see you or not, but they're definitely magical, so stay back. Get the others and tell them that there are.
How many do I see in there?
You see 3.
Is this the main torture room, by the way?
You have a feeling that both directions led to a torture room of some kind.
All right.
Yeah.
Let the other know that there's 3, and they might be able to see invisible things. So I'm gonna get in there, start the fight, and you guys need to hurry up and get in there. If you can give me fire and support from like max range, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, so I go back, right?
Yeah. So I
Okay.
wanted you to go back and let them know that I'm gonna be starting a fight, and then I want you to run back and give me like covering fire. That's what
Okay.
I was trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. I just making sure.
Okay. So are you heading forward as the Nothic?
Yep.
Okay. As you get about 15 feet away from the actual doorway, you get a voice that comes from one of these mannequins. As it opens its almost ventriloquist dummy-like mouth, it lets out this almost speaker-like voice from inside as you hear it say,
"What brings you here? Do you have information?"
I'm going to look at the thing in like a disdainful, like looking down on this creature that is like this like I'm an otherworldly being and this thing is lesser than me.
okay.
So I'm gonna look down at it like that and I'm gonna say in undercommon,
I don't speak to you. I speak to the master.
Okay. Roll me a deception check, please.
Oh,
here's to hoping that this roll is good, guys.
Oh,
you got
God.
this. I believe.
No, I do not.
Does he have advantage because he's the Nothic?
No.
Shit. F in the chat, boys.
It's okay.
It might be
blinks-
fine. It might be fine.
It blinks its mannequin eyes at you. What are you laughing at, Jimmy?
It's the phone being dropped.
Bunny just dropping her fucking phone. And you're muted. So we can't hear the phone moving around. All right. So,
Have you considered suck my dick? Thank you.
have you considered shut the fuck up, bruh? Ranch it
yeah,
up.
me more, Dad.
Blake transformed into a Nothic meta. Yeah, it's a custom class that I've created. It's a custom druid class. So, with that said, the creature looks at you and it says,
"Intruder. State your business."
so, an interesting moment happens here. You would think that the creature would like come after you and like attack you, but it calmly asks what you want. Sorry, it's echoing back, Bunny. Sorry, it does that when I talk. It like echoes my voice back. It's really annoying. Hey, Barry, thanks for the sub.
I wish to see the leader of this land who will be ruling the world and see what benefits I can get from serving him.
Please make your way onto one of these tables.
Most certainly.
Could I do the Pied Piper pipe by any chance? Is the creature small enough?
This is a robot
Fuck. Okay.
that's speaking. So you make your way into the room and you get a good visual of the
I'm
room.
gonna slowly walk my way up to the room,
'Kay.
and next to, I'm assuming this robot with the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that by the time I get there, Whip Tracks is in place.
All right, we're back, right? Like, I mean, I feel like I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
you've
back.
made your way back and told them
Okay.
what you want.
Okay.
Do you have anything specific you want to say?
Zim is about to like open fire on these fools. There's, how many did you say?
3.
Well, she can't
3.
say it, right? Because then they'll hear her.
No, she ran back to you guys.
You guys are hanging back a little bit.
Oh,
so
so
Yeah.
this is what she's saying to us. Okay.
Yeah, and there are
mhm,
3.
mhm.
There are 3 of those mannequins, but they're like super, like advanced. They have metal instead of wood. So, like Jerome, if you have any kind of like thing that you can make really quick, we need to do that now.
Do I have any acidic contraptions that could corrode the metal?
You would not.
I definitely would not.
You could make your cannon now, though, and not have to worry about doing it during
Yeah, I'm gonna
combat.
make my cannon now, and
'Kay.
yeah, I'll have it be the walking one, not the handheld.
You got it. All right. So, Zim, you get a good look at this room. You don't need to roll a perception check. I'll just tell you everything that you see. And this is for everyone should be paying attention to this so that you know. So, what Zim sees as he walks in the room is he gets a good look at everything. What he sees is 5 mannequins total. 2 were out of his vision from the hallway. So they're to his right. These mannequins are about 4'7", 4'8", so pretty short. And they have childlike features. So they are nimble and thin and have this porcelain doll-like face. They make this like zzz, zzz, zzz noise when they move. And they're almost like the iRobot robots, if you've ever seen that movie. They're kind of like the Will Smith iRobot robots from that movie. If you've never seen that, Google it. All right? So they're kind of like that. On the tables, there are 2 empty tables, but there are 3 tables that have things on them. All 3 of them are covered in blue tarps with only certain spots exposed. So you can't exactly tell what's under the blankets. Under the tarps. And then to your left and to your right in the corner of the room are 2 rudimentary robots. They are standing in the corner of the room. And they each are holding what looks like rudimentary ranged weapons of some kind. They look steampunk, and they're wearing these hats that are almost like, you know how the pilgrims had hats that like have circular brims but come up to kind of like almost like a triangle / cylindrical type peak. That's kind of what the hats they are wearing, and they have these big circular yellow eyes. And they're like looking at you up and down. They both kind of tilt their heads at you as you come in. And they are standing kind of in the corners of the rooms, and they have their guns, which is, I'm just going to tell you what they are. They're steampunk guns, so they're rudimentary early models of guns pointed at you.
Okay.
And that's what you see in this room. The first table on your left is the one that the creature is guiding you towards. The rest of you guys start coming forward, and Nara, you're the first one to see that Zim is very close to one of these robots without it attacking him, like right next to it. And Zim is, well, are you getting onto one of the tables, or are you? What are you doing?
No, I'm not.
What are you doing?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up to the table, with this thing there. I'm going to look at it. And then I'm going to basically say,
I changed my mind. I will just go see the master myself.
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Oh yeah, I
rotting
forgot to tell
gaze.
you. I forgot to tell you that there is another hallway that leads out of this room to your north. So there is, so it kind of goes in like an L shape out of the room to another hallway. So
okay.
Forgot that there is an exit.
Okay. And then I'm going to actually rotting gaze one of the ranged ones.
Okay. So rotting gaze is must
DC
succeed on a DC
Constitution.
12 or take 10 necrotic damage. Okay.
Should be 6, just an FYI.
Got it. Should be
'Cause it
6
rolls
what?
for me.
6
no,
damage?
Yeah, it takes 6 damage because it rolls for me.
All right. It rolled a 16 on dice.
Okay, that's fine. It does not take damage, but I think that starts initiative.
All right, yeah. That is going to start initiative, so I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative as I get everything set up, and I'll show you the
Would
map.
Whip get an attack, though? Because I know I had her
Yeah.
preparing.
Whip
And I
should
have-
get an attack, yeah.
And I would have an advantage too, right? Because I'm stealthed. Or like I'm invisible.
You would, yes.
So
Are you?
Slash.
Do you want to be 60 feet out?
no, I'd rather like get into like optimal position because that's what he told me to do.
Okay, so we can discuss that as a group because we're starting initiative where however far out you guys are, we're starting combat, which means if you're 60 feet out, which is fine, that's like a good range for you to hit something. You're not going to have any disadvantage or anything. It's a fine range. It's a safe range. If that's where you're going to make your attack from, the rest of the party is even further behind you by like another 10 feet. So,
Okay, well, I guess when I saw like him attack, I would just stop right there and do whatever.
okay.
Right?
I would ideally try to wait for her to be in like 45-foot range.
Okay.
Like
Then-
30 to 45-foot range.
Okay. I'll give you a break, and I'll make it 30 feet.
Okay.
Everyone roll initiative, by the way.
Yep, go ahead and roll initiative, please. If you have not already.
God,
And
my
I'll
rolls
put up
have
the
been
map for
terrible.
you. So you can full screen the map if you want.
Could you roll initiative for me, please?
Yep, I got you.
I don't know why it said you wanted to send the result of this roll, but
It
It's
does
okay.
that.
It's
Oh,
no,
okay,
no
okay,
worries. No
okay.
worries.
So you can see it though.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then we go to Isabella. Roll initiative. And I'll start writing this down. All right. So initiative is going to be... Let's see here. 18 for Nara. Then we've got a 11 for Wembo and Jerome. Which one of you wants to go first, Wembo or Jerome?
Do Wembo.
Got to roll some initiatives for some folks here. Wow, okay. So Bear got a 1, unfortunately.
God, really? Bear's such a lazy shit.
Okay. Squelch got a 20. It's kind of cool.
Squelch is gonna set up like a little heal circle before we go in, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, clerics can cast damage spells too.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Jerome, and then we've got Kathrak. Will you roll an initiative for Solus as well? So you can do that in your character sheet. If you go over to your extras, you'll find Solus in there. And then there should be a spot for you to roll his initiative, I would think. If not, I can roll it. Should be under extras.
Yeah, I see him, but I don't see initiative.
Did you click on him to like expand his info?
Yeah, is that what that is? Did I do it?
That would be intelligence.
Intelligence. I don't
Just
see
roll. Just click on his dex then. Just click on his dex.
Oh wait, I see it.
Oh, you see initiative? Okay, perfect. There we go. Nice. Okay, so he got a 15, so that means he's right after you. So that just makes sense. I'm just gonna put you together. So Nara and Solus. And then we've got Kathrak. And then we've got Isabella. This is a long ass initiative. And Zim. Then I gotta roll for the bad guys. Wow, okay. Keck W.
Wait, why?
I'm guessing he rolled bad.
That's good. Maybe we'll be able to kill him.
I rolled
before
one
we-
bad and one really fucking good.
Shit.
Alright, I think that's it. No, I got one more to roll here for...
Damn, the guard's gonna go first.
And
Oh.
then 16 is right before Solus. That's kind of a pain. I'm going to re-roll that. Fuck that. Okay, 18. So that's going to go right after Leo, right before Nara, which is the... Okay. We're probably not going to finish this battle before today ends, obviously. But
Yeah.
that's okay. Give me 1 second. All right. The guards are up first. As Blake's character looks over at the mannequin and makes this kind of screeching noise, and his eye lights up this green color, the mannequin just looks at you and tilts its head. And the guards both aim their rifles at you and fire. That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 6 points of piercing damage from the first guard. As he fires his rifle, a puff of smoke comes out of the end, and you feel a sharp pain in your side. The next one's going to miss with a 5. Then Squelch is up. Squelch runs up behind Nara and puts his hand on Nara and blesses her. Nara, your next attack has advantage. Nara, I'm going to let you take an attack right now. Go for it. I'm going to let you skip ahead initiative because you were going to take one anyway. So you can fire at this mannequin with advantage. Okay, go ahead and roll damage because a 16 is going to hit. 10 piercing damage hits this mannequin here. Oh, sorry. I need a transition for my stream. Give me a second. They should be able to see. Pull this up a little bit. There we go. Next up, after that 10 damage, there are no creatures within 10 feet for you to use your whistling bow on at this point. Just so you know. There are no creatures within 10 feet at the moment. Other than Zim, which you wouldn't want to do. So Squelch is his turn. Leo is going to run forward. And he's going to hold his action. The creatures on the beds stand up. And these bat-like creatures fly and swoop over and land in front of Zim. They are humanoid bats, so they are on their hind legs with these long arms. If you've ever seen the Man-Bat comics from like Batman, it's kind of like that, and they kind of screech in your face. One of them goes for a slash, the other two go in to bite you. And this is all on Zim.
Yep.
First one's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Another miss. And a 19 to hit.
Yep, 19 hits.
So that's going to be 13 points of piercing damage. And the bat kind of sucks up some of your blood, and you watch its veins kind of bulge in its body as it seems enraged by tasting your blood. Nara, your regular initiative turn is up. Go ahead and do your regular turn.
Okay, so can I do Zephyr or no, Hunter's Mark? And
can.
Then I just shoot it.
Yep.
You said that she got advantage. Wait, did she get blessed or did she get? Did she get something else?
She had advantage from being invisible. She has another advantage now because Squelch blessed her.
Okay, because I didn't know what that bless was, because I know bless is normally something else. So but
It's not. It's not the bless spell. It's the whichever one gives advantage. I forgot what it is. But
Oh, I need to roll with advantage again. Is that what you said?
yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Roll one more.
Oh, okay.
All right, 8 points of damage. Then you can roll your hunter's mark damage.
Oh, okay. Okay. It says 13 total damage.
Okay.
Does that take out
weird.
the mannequin?
I think it's the 6. I think it's the first one.
I'm
trying to check right now.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's 1d6.
Yeah, it should be 1d6, so it'll be 6. So it'd be 8 plus 6. Should be 14. Oh yeah, I was thinking of the wrong spell. It only gives you a plus 1d4 to add to your attack. But that's okay. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, because
Alright.
I think you can, bless also goes on multiple people too, and it lasts until his concentration breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a different thing. It wasn't even bliss that I was thinking of. It was a different thing.
That's what I figured.
All right. So this mannequin, as you shoot it with its second arrow, looks like it's taken quite a bit of damage, but it's like wires and things on its body are like slowly reconnecting as you've sliced the arrows across them. The wires are like slowly like coming back together and reconnecting piece by piece. Let me get this pulled up. Give me 1 second. Oops. Sorry guys, I messed up my
You're totally okay. Take your time.
camera here. How do you fuck that up, Marcel? Bada bing. Bada boom.
God damn it, Commander.
It's okay. This is the suspense music before I go back to the battle music. It's fine. It all works out.
I actually was gonna say like the music is really cool. It's okay. Good build up.
All right, there we go. Transition. Boom. Okay. I go back to the right music. And let me just put that on repeat. And call it good. All right, next up is Solus, who is going to go and follow any orders you have. Do you have any orders for Solus that you want him to do, or do you want him to just kind of do his own thing?
I don't know. I feel like I don't want him to like go up there. So I don't know.
All right. He can hang back then. He'll hang back next to you.
Okay.
He'll stay behind Squelch. Pox, you're up.
Okay.
You can make it up to one space past Leo here. So that's as far as you can make it up, or you can stay further back if you want.
I want to go up past Leo.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what's that who's next to Zim to the left? Is that
this
just
right
one
here?
of the AIs, right? Yeah, that's just
Yep,
one of the
that's one of
AIs.
the mannequins.
Oh, not the AI, but the mannequin things, yeah. Okay. Zim, do you want me to try and hit that?
You can hit whatever you want. I mean, you can. We have to kill all of it, so.
Yeah, but that's like, do you want to focus one down, or do you
Yeah,
want me to try
I
and
think generally focusing, I think is the best idea, but.
Okay. Well,
Focus
hopefully,
fire.
yeah. Hopefully, this will be one of the not fewer times, but this should be after this Eldritch Blast. There's going to be fewer Eldritch Blasts in the few, not just more attacks, but I'm gonna use the Eldritch Blast here.
Okay.
And I am gonna hit that man again to the left of Zim. But coming up, all right, less Eldritch Blasts, more than Eldritch Blast. Rolling attack, Commander. Damn it.
Took you long enough.
Whatever.
A 9 misses. 9 misses.
You hold on just a second.
Got any bonus actions?
Yes,
Wanna cast text?
I think I got. But yeah, well, I mean, I got the curse, but I think I want to save that because that's
Alright.
once per rest. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, pass it. I'm gonna pass it. I
Alright.
can't move anymore with the bonus. I can't use a bonus to get like an extra step.
You cannot. Not
Damn.
a bonus action thing. That would be an action thing.
Fair enough.
All right, Jerome, you can make it up to next to Pox here, or you can be behind here. So you can be up next to Pox, or you can... Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to make it that far. You only have 25 movement speed, so you'd have to be right behind here. That's as far up as you can get.
Okay, if I shot, like, would I miss? Cause like there's people in front of me, or can I,
No,
like, assume?
no, that wouldn't stop you, but the distance might.
All right, then have
20,
my
25,
cannon
30.
go as far as it can.
35.
What's your range on your cannon? I think it's 60 feet, but I don't know.
60.
The cannon can move 60 feet, or the cannon...
The cannon can shoot 60.
Okay, which
crossbow
cannon
can
did you
shoot
make?
80. My crossbow can shoot 80. It says 80 and in parentheses 320.
Okay. So which cannon did you make again? Sorry, did you make the flamethrower or the force blast one, or...
Let's do force blast this time.
Okay, all right. So this yellow dice is going to be your cannon.
The force ballista, yeah.
Okay. Blue dice is Solus, yellow dice is the cannon. I'll make some for next... I'll make some tokens for those next battle.
Okay. And the cannon can walk or climb 15 feet as part of the action, so...
Okay, so yeah, it's right behind you. But that's about far up as it can make it.
Well, if it can walk 15 feet, then it can walk 15 feet more than me, right?
Are
so
you
it can
carrying it up until the spot where you're at?
Yeah, well, it was a walking cannon, so it was
Right.
walking all the way up to the spot.
It can move up to 15 feet per turn, which means it's much slower than you are.
All right,
So
that's fine.
So it can be behind you unless you want to carry it all the way up here. Then you can move it up 15 feet ahead of you. So if you want your character to be carrying it, though, I would say that it would take you a turn to get out your crossbow and get ready to fire.
No, I don't want to do that. Just put it behind me.
All right, so you want to fire your crossbow?
Yeah, I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
fire a crossbow at. I'm gonna fire
You can
it at
see the mannequin, and you can see just the edge of this bat. It would have cover, so...
I'm doing the mannequin because that thing's got to be as close to being done.
'Kay.
So. All right, I'm gonna roll.
Can he see the creatures behind me, the red things, the bats?
You can see these ones...
It should be. within
Yeah,
range.
you can hit those, yep.
Could I
So
use
there's
my
these ones
turn
too.
to run up more instead of attacking?
You could,
How much more could I run up?
to 25.
So can you point
So
where
up to
that
5
how
more
far that-
squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get up to either of these 2 squares.
Dude, I low key want to do that and then set up a thunder blast. Or,
Just an
I could-
FYI, if you mean thunder wave, that'll hit me
yeah.
as well.
Well, I mean, I will move more to the right so then
Yeah.
the thunder wave won't hit you. But
Oh,
like,
okay.
But like, it's probably I'm not like the strongest person, so I'm just gonna shoot then. All right, I'm shooting my crossbow.
Okay. Who are you firing at? The one with the hunter's
The
mark
mannequin.
on it? Okay.
Yeah, with the hunter's mark.
All right. 7's going to miss. 7's going to miss.
Can your
All right.
cannon attack too?
His
yeah,
cannon...
attacks.
Yep.
Do I
Go ahead and click on the force cannon and roll the
yeah.
attack, or click on the attack.
Yeah, bonus action. Roll here.
14 misses this creature just barely.
Are you serious? Holy
Yep,
shit.
just barely misses this creature. It's small and metal, so you got to think of it that way. It's a small metal creature, which means it's not only hard to hit because it's small, but it's also made of metal, which means it's hard to like dent it. So, with that said, the blast does, I'll say it hits the creature but doesn't deal any damage. So to show you how metal they are, you know what I mean? It hits the creature, but it doesn't look like it did any damage. All
Wait,
right.
really quick. Oh,
Yep.
I should have asked this to you as a DM. Would the fire help? Would the flamethrower be the better choice here then?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay,
Flames
okay,
wouldn't necessarily help you in any way.
It wouldn't like burn the wires. Okay.
No. All right. Kathrak is up. Isabella, you're on deck. So Kathrak is up.
All right.
You
I'm
can
gonna
get up to here, or you can dash. and make it further if you want.
And how far will dash take me?
Up to any of these spaces here.
And that's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll dash.
It'll take your action.
Sorry, did I
you're-
say bonus
unless-
action? My bad.
Yeah,
It's
you
an
did.
action. Sorry, my bad. It would
I
take
think
your
I'll
action.
dash.
Okay.
I want to get to the front.
Okay. So you can get up to here or over here.
Which one's more injured? The one on the left?
The one on the left over here is already injured.
I think I want to go towards the injured one.
Okay. Is that as far as you, do you want to go that far up or do you want to be further back over here? This is as far as you can go. Do you want to go back?
Yeah, I think I'll go as far as I can go. I think.
Okay. And then you can use your bonus action to rage if you want.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
All right.
So I have to
Yep,
enable
mark that off.
right?
Yep.
Actions. Rage.
Isabella, you can make it to this spot here, or you can use your action on your turn to go further if you want. It just means that you wouldn't be able to cast a spell or make an attack.
Okay, how would Scorching Ray work? If I
Scorching
were to
Ray,
do
if you went right here, you could cast Scorching Ray, and you could do it all 3 on one target. You could split it between 3 of these targets, whatever you want.
it wouldn't be like it wouldn't affect my teammates, would
No, it would not.
it? Awesome. I cast Scorching Ray. I go for 3 targets.
Okay, so which targets do you want? This one's already injured, and then these 3 are like giant man bats.
I'm gonna go with the already injured one. And what do y'all think?
You can hit any of these creatures as well. You could hit these 2 mannequins in the back, or the 3 bats.
Do you think? Well,
I would send all 3 on the injured one because we might be able to get rid of him.
okay.
You want to send all 3 on this guy, or do you want to split them up? Totally up to you. Roll me a perception check. I'll roll it for you. I'll roll your perception check. I got you.
My one word. That's not an incantation, is it? That's one of my major spells. So I only have one.
Right.
Yeah.
With a 12, I'd say you could probably tell that this creature, if you hit it with a Scorching Ray, with the Scorching Ray, will probably take it out at this point.
Okay, let's do all 3 then.
Well,
I think he's saying one. If
I'm
one of
saying
them
you can
hits.
risk it if you want. So you've got 3 chances to hit it, but you've got to hit. But if you do hit, it'll probably kill it. Then you could spend the other 2 at other things. It's up to you. Do you want to take a gamble, or do you want to try and just send all 3 at it?
Let's.
You could just do
So
2.
hard.
Send 2 at it and then send 1 because you could definitely hit it once with 2
Yeah,
shots.
let's do 2 and 1.
Okay. You're just going to do 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's doing
I'll
2.
roll
She's
you-
doing 2.
She said 1, I think.
No,
I'm
she said
doing
2.
And then the 1.
Oh, 2 and then the 1. 2 and then the 1. Okay, so we'll do the first 2 here. So Scorching Ray. So 8 is going to miss for the first attack. 15
on.
hits just
Yes!
barely with the second attack.
Let's go.
3
What did you
damage is just enough. You are so lucky.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
I don't know
go,
why I clicked
Bella.
Zen.
Don't kill me. Don't
Yeah.
kill me.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Next.
All right, so you just barely scorched that mannequin.
one left.
You've got 1 more blast. You can choose one of these 5 targets here.
Well, y'all, it's definitely gonna be the one closest to me.
Which would be this one?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, that's fine. So we'll roll that attack. 22 is going to hit.
Oh. Oh.
5 damage hits the bat, who lets out a screech of pain. And it is now Zim's turn.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna swipe twice at the one that just got hit with the fire.
Okay.
Going to.
22 hits, 9 misses.
For the
So-
one that hits,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to also use my feature where I can do an extra 1d8 damage.
Okay. How many times can you do that again? It's equal to your.
It takes a spell slot. So
Oh, it takes a spell slot. Okay.
yeah,
So
so I
2
use up a
extra
spell
damage.
slot. Yep. So it takes 8 damage.
Okay. So the
And,
bat will take 8 damage, so it's taken a total of 13 so far.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it lets out a bellowing roar at you as it looks like it's about to go in for its next attack. The mannequins are going to zzz, 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 turn around This mannequin's going to go there. That mannequin's going to go there. This mannequin is going to walk over here. This mannequin's going to walk here.
Oh my god. Oh no.
We're going to go to this one, actually. All right. And actually, this one can make it to there, so it's going to go there. And we're going to roll some attacks. So the first mannequin that's going to attack is this one here, next to the Nothic. 19.
That hits.
4 points of slashing damage as it comes down on you with a knife and stabs you. Slashes at you, I should say. It's kind of like a rotating blade knife. This one and this one are both going to attack Jimmy. So 2 attacks. One of them's a 16. The other one is a 10. I think the 16 might hit, but I don't think the 10
hits.
does.
I
Okay.
have a 14 armor class.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of 8 points of damage, halved to 4. Because you're raging. And that's slashing damage as well. The mannequins will deal slashing damage the whole time.
Okay, I applied 4 damage.
All right. And that's that. This mannequin is going to dash to get to this open space here. With his action.
Sounds good.
And that's that. The guards are both going to fire on Zim.
Sounds good.
2 misses.
Awesome.
Squelch will come forward. And he is going to cast... Let's see. He's going to do Sacred Flame. So this mannequin's going to make a save. Makes their save, takes no damage. Squelch
Wait,
is
you
done.
did Squelch? What happened to Bear?
Forgot about Bear. I forgot to put him on the initiative. Thank you. I remember he rolled a 1. I remember. Okay, that's why I didn't put him on, is because he's actually after the mannequins before the guards. Okay. So Bear gets to go. He's gonna dash all the way up in there.
Let's go. Let's go, Bear!
As he's dashing, he's going to unwrap his sword, the wrappings around his sword, and it reveals a large great sword that has a steep dark black onyx blade and runic carvings along the side. And it kind of drags across the ground, sparking as he comes up.
Oh, I'm so hyped.
All right. Squelch did his thing. Leo is going to run up here. And he belts out a musical note. As he does, these 2 creatures in front of him are going to make saving throws. The mannequin fails. The bat saves. I don't know why I pointed to Zim. I meant to point to this mannequin here. So these 2 are making saves. The mannequin fails. The bat saves. So the mannequin doesn't do anything, but the bat actually drops to his knees and falls asleep.
Nice, Leo.
All right. Next. Actually, the bat had disadvantage on that anyway because he's got really good hearing.
Oh, yeah.
So the mannequins actually can't be put to sleep at all, so I'm going to change my target to this bat. Leo's going to try and put this other bat to sleep with disadvantage on that bat. He's also going to fall asleep. Boom. Because Leo would know not to try and put a mannequin to sleep. Makes no sense. All right. That's Leo's turn. The bats are going to do their thing. This bat is going to attack Zim.
Yep.
It does now. It no longer has its pack tactics, so it's just gonna roll. Actually, it does because the mannequin's there. We're good.
That's unfortunate.
So it's gonna miss anyway. The 15, right?
Yeah, that
15
is, I have a
misses.
16 armor class.
Yep. All right, so that bat misses. These bats are gonna roll to wake up. Both wake up. but they don't get
Wait,
to do
you get
anything.
a saving throw for sleep?
This particular type of sleep, yes.
Oh, unlucky.
They both wake up, but they don't get to do anything, so they skip their turn,
Yeah.
which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nara and Solus are up. Nara, you are way back here, right here. And Solus is right behind you.
Okay, can I put my hunter's mark on the mannequin in the middle, I think? Yeah.
Got it.
And I'm just going to shoot that one.
You got it. That mannequin's going to have cover unless you move over to this side, like right here. So
Okay, yeah,
you're going to
I'll
want to move there.
Yeah, I'll move.
26 is going to hit. You get 5 damage. Go ahead and roll me another attack on a creature. Well, hold on. I should ask you, do you want to use your bonus action to roll another attack and deal 5 damage to another creature?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead and roll
I would
your...
just do the same thing again?
Yeah, so roll an attack. Yep. And it's going to miss. So you guys watch as Nara fires her bow. It hits this mannequin. The arrow hits the mannequin and kind of flies through its wires, slicing through some of the wires in its arm. And the arrow kind of makes like an about right turn and goes to hit one of the other targets in the area and misses. It just kind of like flies off in the distance. But you kind of hear Nara play like a little flute tone on her bow that causes it to do that. And then the arrow the animated arrow kind of falls and clatters to the ground. So kind of an interesting little magical weapon. Solus, what do you want him to do?
Yeah, I guess he can move up. I don't know. I'm nervous. He'll just move
5,
up.
10, 15,
I guess.
20, 25,
and
30, 35, 40.
Yeah,
You can get up to here.
Can he attack that bat?
He can.
Okay. Do I need to roll that? I just go.
Yeah, so you can click on his portrait or his thing on
I'll
D&D Beyond
do
and
the
choose one of the
bot, I guess.
attacks. Yep.
Okay.
21 hits.
Okay.
You deal 6 damage to that creature, and you got it. Next up is Pox. At the end of this initiative run, like when Bear goes, we're going to end the session, okay? Just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
So at the end of this particular initiative, we'll end. So, Pox, you're up. Jerome, you're on deck.
Okay. So how far up can I move past everybody? Just
Is
to
the
sort
bat dead? You said? Didn't you say you killed it?
No. Did I say it killed it? I don't think I did.
of 5 feet, right?
You can move up to 6 spaces. So it's pretty
Yeah, so
cluttered up here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm thinking maybe in the
You
middle.
can move
Can I-
here or here, but that's about it.
Yeah, I guess the ladder here, that furthest square there. Yeah, if I could, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would like to. Gosh, I mean, I want to use that Eldritch Blast again. I might as well. I mean, if the first one kind of missed, I might as well. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna hit. All right. After this Eldritch Blast, other stuff is coming, but this one is.
So
gonna
reminder, when you're in melee with a creature like this, you would have disadvantage on an Eldritch Blast. You'd want to fire it maybe like while you're standing here, and then you can finish your movement and end there.
Oh, well, then that feels like the universe telling me. Then let's use the Scimitar of the North Wind.
Okay.
I want to use this bad boy. Let's
Okay.
do this pup. Let's use it. All
All
right.
right.
Is the scimitar also a ranged attack?
Only once per day.
Only.
Yeah, but
only-
it's
only-
still a ranged attack. It'd still be at disadvantage, wouldn't it?
Well, he can just do the regular scimitar attack if he wants.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. The way I
Yes.
think I wrote it, actually, in the description, I think I wrote it as a melee weapon attack with a range of 20 feet. So it's because he's still swinging the sword like a regular melee attack, but it's kind of like the wind is like curving and cutting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. So I would say you can make a quote unquote ranged attack here without disadvantage. So you can hit any of these creatures you want.
Like, yeah. Okay, so in touching this weapon, I also want to make sure that this is like. So does it just take my charisma modifier as?
It would
for
take
the
your
hit
dex
as well,
modifier.
yeah?
Oh no, because you're a hexblade. Yeah,
Because
it takes your charisma. Yeah,
can
it's
use
your
it.
hexblade.
But does it automatically? Is that? But so that is it's automatically doing.
Probably
it on
if you have it turned into your packed weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait. Oh, then how would I? So there is a way to make it my
Yeah,
packed
there's a way to
weapon?
make it your pack weapon on there. Let me.
hex weapon. Wait, hex weapon or packed weapon? Which one? Both, right?
Hex weapon. You would want to use your hex weapon. I think.
Yeah.
I think you can have them both be the same thing. Hex and Pact. I think you can have them both be the same thing.
It's giving me, I think, yeah. But is that just making it take it? Should I guess it must already have been doing that.
Yeah.
Then maybe, I don't know.
Should be good.
No, but it shouldn't, because it says it's my hit is plus. I don't mean to hold everybody up. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
But it says I can use, like, it should be allowing me to use my charisma, which is like +7 for my hit and for my attack. I just
Let me
don't know
pull
if
it
it's
up
letting me
here.
do it. I could figure it out later. If it doesn't, we can. I could just swing with it as it is now and assume
It's
that
giving you a
probably doing
+7
the
to hit right
thing.
now on your actions.
Yeah, I was just,
which is
I was just
that
looking
should
at
be
the
correct.
attack thing. That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't want to hold it up. It should.
Yeah,
We'll just
that
use
should
it
be
like
right.
that.
Yeah, just use
Perfect.
it like that. Yeah, it's good.
I swing the scimitar of the north wind.
All right, you hit. But hold on, you hit anything in this area.
Oh,
but what?
wait,
Tell me what
yeah,
you're
okay.
hitting next time before you do
Oh,
it.
at the bat. Sorry, yeah. my
Which
bad.
bat?
I
The
thought
one
we were
right in
good.
front of you, or
yeah, the direct. No, the direct.
Okay.
The bat right in front. Yeah, my face.
Okay.
Is
Sounds
he
good.
still on the ground from sleeping?
No, he stood up. So he woke up and stood
Okay.
up. That's all he could do on his turn. So
I
go ahead and
swing
roll
at
your
the-
damage.
I swing for damage. I swing it with the. Did it send?
Yep, roll your damage. Do it.
Is it sending? Hold on.
You can
Is it-
also click on roll 20. There's a little thing that says
Oh,
roll
roll
damages.
damages. Click.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so you deal 9, and then you can push it 20 feet in a direction of your choice.
If I push it back, will that push the other bats with it? Will that give us more space, or will that?
If you
will
pushed it
does
in
just
this
push it to-
direction, I would
Yeah.
have these characters make a saving throw to dodge out of the way, and if they missed, it would push them back too.
I push them that way
Okay.
to give. I want to give Zim and them more
Okay.
space. Yeah,
So 5,
please.
10, 15, 20. And then these two are going to make dex saves. The mannequin fails. So it gets pushed back over here.
They
And
fail.
That bat is going to roll. He makes his save, so he dodges out of the way.
Is that
I
one
throw
bat
him to the
still
ground.
not dead? Holy shit.
They're pretty
There's
beefy
Zim.
boys.
How about a little breathing room?
Think of them as like were-bats.
Okay.
All right, Jerome, then Kathrak.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up right behind Nara.
Okay.
Or let me go in front of Nara.
Okay. Your camera,
then
or
have-
you're not your camera, your cannon can move behind her.
Cannon can go behind her. I move there. And from this spot, I would like to let me just use my crossbow again.
Okay.
Or
Who
yeah.
are you firing at?
I'm firing it at the bat right by Zim.
Okay. And roll your damage, or roll your attack, I mean. 19 hits, go ahead and roll damage.
Here we go.
Didn't
I
show up
rolled.
for me. What'd you get?
It said 6.
Okay, 6 damage, you got it. And bonus action, you can fire with your cannon.
Bonus action, yes. Sorry. Cannon and roll.
Actually, a pretty good visual for it, Blake, in Discord. Pretty good visual.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I think the
cannon's
cannon
gonna
misses,
miss.
right?
Yep, cannon's gonna miss. All right, Kathrak, you're up. You're surrounded.
I would like to hit whatever's near me lowest. Also, I have a question. So,
Yeah.
what are my dagger? What is that supposed to heal me on hitting, or am I not like actually using the dagger? How does that work?
You have to use the dagger to heal the damage.
And how
So-
do I specify that? And how is it different than my current? Does it have a cooldown? Sorry, I just need to know.
No,
how
it doesn't have a
works.
cooldown. That's what makes the dagger good. So
Okay.
if you were to like attack twice with the dagger, it would heal you for that amount of damage each time.
So, is there a reason to not use the dagger, or no?
It does
It does.
1d4 damage, which
Uh-huh.
is half of what your claws do.
Got it. Okay. And I just got hit, so I think I'm raging, which means I can use which attack? Let's see.
You only took 4 damage, honestly, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't even heal that much, so it might be good to just use it at max health to like, or not max, but like high health, just to like
Yeah,
Yeah, I see that. I know
keep
what
my
you mean.
health high.
it's still pretty good. Like it does half a healing potion almost every time on average, or something like that.
Right.
You just got to hit. That's what makes it not as good as a healing potion.
Yeah.
I thought I had a specific attack when I'm raging. Do I? Frenzy attack.
Chat, start looking around for somebody we can raid after this initiative order, because we're going to end pretty quickly.
Frenzy attack, right? I can do that.
Yep, you can. Isabella, you're on deck.
I'll do it a regular attack with my brutal claws on the lowest health enemy near me, or whichever one looks the most.
You got it.
I suppose.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Let's do it. Brutal claws.
16 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll
Cool.
damage.
Damage. Bop.
10 piercing damage is going to bring this
Ooh.
mannequin real low.
Doesn't it get more damage because he's raging, or is that included?
Yeah. I don't think it's included in that. I would think probably
it
not.
doesn't look like it, but
Probably not. So we'll say you add 2 onto that because that's your rage bonus, I think. So
Okay.
it's 12 damage. And then you got your second attack for the turn.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and use the hungering dagger, and then
Okay.
I just roll with that one, right?
Yep.
Right.
Gonna miss on the hungering dagger.
Tragic.
It's okay. All right. Isabella, you're up. What would you like to do? You've used one of your spells. You could Eldritch Blast for free. You can do that as many times as you want.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Eldritch Blast it.
All right.
Fuck
So
that.
you want to go with the mannequin that's already hurt?
Mhm.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Love that.
Eldritch Blast.
Fuck that
18's
bitch.
gonna hit. 1 damage though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Wait, why only? I got 18. Wait, why only 1?
You rolled an 18 to hit, but your damage was 1. So
Oh.
your to hit, it was like to try and get past their armor class.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
What's my reaction then?
You've got nothing really else you can do for bonus actions. Let's look what you got for bonus actions. You can hex somebody if you want, but that's a spell slot, so it's up to you.
I don't want to work.
Other than that, you can move from this spot if you'd like.
I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay. Zim, you're up. Mannequins and Bear are after you, and then we're done.
I'm attacking the mannequin that's hurt.
Okay.
That's my
19,
first hit.
yep, hits. Go ahead and you did the damage there, so that's dead.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my second attack on one of these, the werebat that is upper left of me.
Okay. 24 hits.
That's a crit.
Oh, it's a crit. Okay. So we said that you get max damage plus the dice on a crit. So you get 4 plus 6. So you actually get 10 instead of 8.
Okay.
So you'll deal 10 damage to him with your crit. Nice. Anything else you want to do?
Wait, you said max, right?
Yeah, so it's a d6.
So that should be 6 plus 3 plus the 4. So that's 9. That should actually be 9 plus 4. It should be 13.
No. You get the dice damage, which is 6, plus whatever your dice plus modifier is, which was the 1 plus 3.
Yeah, that's
so a total of 10.
okay.
So,
I'm very confused, but that's fine.
So
you're gonna have to explain it to me afterwards.
No, that's fine. I'll just explain it right now so everyone knows. So when you crit, which you just did right now, normally your attack's a d6, right?
Yes.
It's a d6 damage. So with the crit, you automatically get the full dice damage. You get the full dice damage, so you get a 6.
Okay.
Then you roll your dice again for the extra. And you rolled a 1 plus your modifier for a total of 10 here.
No. Okay, so the first roll is also including my strength. You're forgetting my strength in there. That's where it is.
No, it's
so
plus 3. 1 plus 3, right? That's the strength?
Yeah, so it'd be 6 plus 3, right?
No. The crit, you don't get the plus 3 on. You just get the dice damage on the crit.
Okay, so you just turned the crit to full damage then, the second die.
Right.
Okay, I thought you turned the first one. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, pretend you took your 4 and then just added the dice, like the full dice number onto it.
Okay, so that's fine. That makes sense. So whatever
brain
the crit
hurts.
is, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that complicated. All right, so you did 10 damage, which is good.
Yeah.
It's better than the 8 that you were going to get. So with that, you are done. The mannequins are going to do their thing. This mannequin is going to walk back up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This mannequin's going to attack. These two are going to attack Kithrak. 2 misses on Kithrak. The attack on Zim. Miss as well. Mannequin suck. Okay. And Bear. So, you guys watch as Bear's unsheathed sword scrapes across the ground. And he lets out a bellowing roar. And as he does, he brings the sword down on top of this mannequin that's behind Kithrak. And he says, "Away from my friend!" And he brings it down on top of the mannequin. He's going to roll his attack. 15, so he just barely hits with an 11 plus 4. So he just barely hits the mannequin. As he brings the sword down on top of the mannequin is going to take a d12, which is going to be 10 damage, and the mannequin is going to make a dexterity saving throw. Fail with a 12. And Bear's sword, as it comes down, it slices through the arm of this mannequin, almost cutting it clean off. And as the sword hits the ground, a slew of rocks kind of like spike up from the ground like stalagmites and stab into the mannequin, dealing an extra 4 points of piercing damage as they come up in like almost like a rock spear coming out of the ground. And Bear kind of lets out this bellowing roar, and that's where we'll end it for today.
My man, Bear's a
go.
thug. Oh my
Dude.
god.
And you guys thought I was crazy throwing all my money at him.
What a thug, actually.